Dan replied to me. I don't know why he's not talking, though.
Mic broken, perhaps.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
I've been harvesting all my village.
I feel like my mic sensitivity is up really high.
Sounds normal.
Really?
Or are you talking
Yeah.
extra softly to compensate?
Against my sock? What?
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 What? Are you talking really softly to compensate your mic?
Nope, nope, I'm talking with my voice.
Oh, then it's fine then.
Oh.
It sounds normal, so if you were talking softly to compensate your bad mic, which you think is oversensitive, and it's coming through normally, then there is a problem. But because you're not compensating, you're just talking normally and it's coming through normally, there is no problem.
But,
Dim out.
TeamSpeak's, I think by default it does auto gain correction too, so that probably helps with mic positioning and stuff.
yeah, sorry guys, just a bit of a late start. We'll get cracking shortly.
Yeah, thanks, Dan.
You're welcome, bro.
Oh, where's the wall go? Where's it go? Where's it go? Did you break the bad news to him?
He didn't show for a bunch of games, so I think we cut him out.
Yeah, but then he was like messaging Dan saying,
I killed him
sorry.
off, and I was like, hey man. Well, actually, no, he was like, hey man, and I was like, hey. And he's like, I'm going to be back next week. And then I haven't heard from him, so I haven't needed to tell him, but I consider this like another no-show.
Well, that works in everyone's favour, I guess.
Yes. So, how many people have you guys killed? Fucking all of them. Jesus. Alright, so I believe where we left off was around about some people had fallen down to the water. Dagrin and Durendal, and they had since climbed out, dealt with the slime, and begun making their way back to the lift where they were waiting to meet with Milo. Who else was there? Din had been rescued by Milo before he left, I believe, and been brought back up to the main housey bit.
Oh, so I couldn't remember if I was still on the web or not.
No, I'm pretty sure you got picked up. They tied you up,
Yeah.
and
when you got
then
rescued.
someone fell through a hole. No, someone got attacked, and Durendal took Dagrin and himself down to the water.
Yeah, I went to him to save Bupito or whatever. Got him up, and then a spider fucked me up. And the prince came and saved me.
Saved by the prince.
Dropped me down.
Yep.
Yep, that sounds accurate.
And inside the house, everyone else is rummaging through boxes and goodies and equipmenty things. Had I given out the... Yes, the equipment that you guys found is there. So some chain armor, a few bits and pieces, weapons and whatnot.
Yep. That's what Dungeons and Dragons should be called from now on, weapons and whatnots.
Weapons and whatnot. But then you have to call it Winnubu for short, which just sounds horrible. Let's go play some Winnubu. Winnubu.
W and W.
WW. So, I hope
Then
everyone had a
Loki.
great holiday period and had a good break and remembers the character's name. I remember some of them.
Dan's still on holiday.
I am way still on holiday. It's terribly great. It's terribly great. It's so hard being, not having to work and stuff.
Shut up. Actually, I'm still on holiday as well. I can't keep up.
Working hard, hardly working, etc., etc.
Email.
I'm actually really excited to get back to course. That'll be way better than anything. Because I feel like I'm forgetting everything.
I'm not excited about work.
Yeah, but your job is shit.
Yeah.
So there's a reason for that. Alright, so... who's not sure of where they are and what's going on? Everyone?
I think we kind of figured it out before you got here, too.
Oh, did you? Oh,
A little bit. We talked about it.
okay. See how it is? Oh my god, my dice just reset. That's not a happy moment. My dice.
So how about this question, Dan? You don't make me kill one of the party, and then it's horrible.
I'm sorry, I
Are
couldn't
you,
hear
like-
you because you were going down a trash compactor.
Sounds like you're doing the dishes.
Yep.
My mic is crazily sensitive.
Is someone doing the dishes like meters from you?
Like, ages away.
Are you,
But
like-
yes,
Bouncing something on your desk then, perhaps?
nope, I'm playing in the kitchen. I have my desk set up in the kitchen.
Well, that's the
Just in
problem
front
then.
of the sink.
What are you doing?
That shit.
That's
So
just
I do the
ridiculous.
dishes while I play. Can you hear it?
Can hear the scrubbing clearer than I can
Yeah.
hear you. Not even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe like
Fuck
not
that.
point your mic at this kitchen or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, I'm not actually in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, but no, we got that.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab the mic out of my car.
Okay.
Okay.
So while he's gone, let's discuss how we're going to kill off Din.
Good idea.
Leave him for the spiders, really.
Alright, just leave
He's
him.
already pretty much dead.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to do much.
Yeah, we're all pretty fucked up.
Yes. Yes, you are. Good work, team.
We all have like 1 HP.
Yeah, what's
Us,
that
we have
about? Holy
eight-
shit.
We have 8 HP between the 4 of us.
And most of that is on Theron.
Yes.
Theron.
He's got his own 8, and then there's 8 for the rest of you. Not even
I
that.
think
Shit,
there's
it's like
3.
yeah, one on
I have
Milo.
one.
You've got one, and Dinner's on one as well. No, Dinner's on none. He's actually still unconscious.
Oh shit.
And even though I've got the most HP, don't I have like 2 exhaustion, which makes me like basically useless?
Yes.
Not basically, like actually, functionally, completely.
You're functionally retarded.
I think that
I was
means
about-
you've got disadvantage on saves and half movement speed. And that's
Yeah, because I was
it.
about to stealth along with Milo, and I was like, hang on, I'm gonna get everybody killed because I can't stealth for shit.
Yep, because you're exhausted.
The only one doing okay is
Milo?
Prince.
No, not even Milo. Milo's fucked too.
Milo's fucked up. He
Mhm.
died a
But
bunch.
to be fair, 1 life for Milo is like 4 life.
Yeah. Oh, Stool's perfectly fine, which is the most important thing.
Exactly.
Gotta keep that
Oh.
mushroom man alive so you can get high in the Underdark.
By the
Oh, yeah.
way, Milo, I'm giving Milo my inspiration right off the bat because I think he's gonna need it.
Okay.
Definitely the most effective guy right now.
That is until he insta-dies next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Brings something up the bucket, but it turns out you guys didn't get there in time, and he brings up some oozes instead.
We're looking right at the fucking.
Come on, Bo, we're
Um,
waiting on you. What kind of person makes people wait for him? Terrible, terrible people.
In the meantime, I was thinking, since I'm like the only awake party member next to Chess, can I basically just loot the whole chest in case we have to get the hell out of here, and then I'll partition it up later?
Do you have the weight? Carrying this?
I'll just try adding shit until I reach my allowance.
Alright, maybe you can shift drag and it'll drag entire stacks.
I picked up some things for people.
Can you guys hear me?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
Ah,
The other one.
is that better? Is it clear?
Yeah.
It's better.
actually.
Yeah, it sounds.
And
sounds
I
better.
can hear dishes in the background, which is great, because that means that it's in the background and not the foreground.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was like, fuck. Problem not solved.
No, it seems much better.
I got this one right in front of my face.
That's odd. But good, I guess.
Yes.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Am I supposed to be able to see everyone's stat blocks? If I double click an NPC, their stats pop up. I guess only the allies, so I guess that's fine.
Yeah, if you try and click like
Torpedo's
Gym
got
Jar,
leather armor?
can you click on Gym Jar?
I can't. I just noticed I can't.
Okay.
How long was I unconscious? How long was I unconscious for? I can't remember.
I believe you rolled a 2, which is like slightly below average. So if you want to roll again, you're welcome to. But you got a 50-50 chance of being shit.
Yeah. How about we let me roll 4 times?
Oh, that's right. We leveled, but we're not going to be able to level until you get out of here.
You have the experience to level, but you do not have the ability.
The 2's probably good.
So you're at 2 hours. Alright, so what's the plan? Currently, Dagrin and Prince Randall are awaiting Milo running down the lift that had been brought up when they came up. And Theron and the NPCs are awaiting instruction inside building number 10.
Guess we'll head up the elevator and meet up with everyone.
Everyone
I
else
want
is-
to
Yep.
face the doors for number 4 there, and just keep an eye, make sure it doesn't open.
Which
as
one?
Well, the only one I can see from where the winch is, which is the one on the south side.
Okay.
But I'm listening for anything from the one next to me.
Yep, so the one next to you was the one where you heard snoring, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And so, anytime I think something's going on, I'm going to stop and hide behind the winch.
All right. Roll me a perception in the tower. All right. Cool. Alrighty. Now, but you are gonna help them winch it up and get it all going, do all that
Mhm.
sort of thing. Cool. All right. Oh, 1 second.
Oh, the suspense is killing me.
Suspense is killing you, but not as fast as the creatures that are awaiting you inside door number 2.
Oh no.
Oh, door number 2's not on the map, so I'm not too worried about that just yet.
Ah, okay.
Oh, well, door number 2 is just to the south of us, it looks like.
Door number 2. Okay, so that was the joke anyway. You guys get pulled up to the top without too much incident. The machine's not too loud. It doesn't seem to draw any major attention. You can still slightly hear the sound of life on the side of the door, but it doesn't sound like anyone's being particularly active. So, like, shuffling around, but not alert, not shuffling with intent to do anything. Just sort of the same sort of noise, breathing, moving around that you'd hear with people there. But yeah, the other two get to the top with no issues. And as you get to the top, Prince Derendil looks to you and nods and thanks you for bringing him back up and asks you, where are the rest?
Everyone's back in that one room. Dagrin, I have some gifts for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I have a chain shirt, a shield, and a sword for you.
Oh, excellent. Are they in the party loot, or do you actually have them?
They're actually on my inventory. I don't know how to give them to him though.
You should be able to drag them back onto the party sheet and he can grab them from there.
Okay.
All right. Thank you kindly.
All right. Now, be quiet, guys. I heard some people in these buildings next to us, so
Yep, so the sound
Walk
was coming
quietly.
from the one that you were looking at. The one that you weren't looking at doesn't appear to have any sound coming from it at the moment. But that is the
Okay.
one where you heard the snoring earlier, and as far as you're aware, no one's come out of it.
all right, let's tiptoe back to the other room, guys.
Durandal nods, snuffs, and walks off completely normally. No tiptoeing in his intent. And he just walks his way back to the other building. As he walks past door number 6 to 8, his ears perk up for a moment, and you sort of see from you guys, I guess, following him as he went first. You sort of see his ears prick up and his the hair on the back of his neck stand up, and he looks, and he sort of grumbles, shakes his head, and then just continues on and goes into the main room.
I'll just cautiously follow him.
Alright.
I'm gonna look up to see if I can see anything as I walk across the path.
Alright. Do you want to use your old perception, or would you like to roll another one?
I'm gonna go with the old one.
Okay. So as you walk underneath, and Dagran sort of makes his way past you, you...
I won't go all the way in if he's staying back.
Oh, okay.
I'll go
Right.
like right there.
Dagran leaves the entire Underdark, all of you behind. Ha ha.
I
You
won.
you hear a bit of a tapping coming from inside.
Oh.
Sort of like a repetitive scratching stone on stone or steel on stone noise coming.
Well, that's weird. I'm gonna continue on to the room.
Alright. You guys make your way over the bridge, and as you get in there, Stool excitedly lets out a puff of spores as he sees you guys are alive. And who's currently got a mushroom in their brain?
I do.
I know Dagran does. Who else had one?
I think
it was just him.
Din might have got one when I fell. I don't remember though, but he's unconscious anyway.
Okay. So
I don't remember either.
Dagran, you just hear him sort of excitedly proclaiming, "Oh, thank God you're alive! Thank goodness! Ah, shall we get going?"
I think we need to rest a little bit, is what I'll think in my brain to him.
He looks a little bit, "Oh, I suppose. I feel great."
I think you're the only one.
And Bapito comes over and asks how everyone is, and lets you know sort of Din's current state, that he's beyond any help right now, and just a matter of time until he wakes up.
What happened to him?
Is
Did he get...
Pepito not...
He gets
Did
smashed
we
by
revive
spiders.
him?
Bapito's fine. He's on 1 hit point. I think he got a 20 on one of his
Yeah.
rolls.
No, I laid hands on him
Oh, there you go. That's right.
Okay.
when I jumped down there. I got a 20.
Yeah, that's right, because he helped Din up, because you had raised him. So yeah, Din was basically smashed by giant spiders because he jumped down to help, and they just turned around and just denied him that pleasure.
Is he like unconscious due to HP, or like I don't...
Yeah, he's unconscious due to HP, so he's got 2 hours until he wakes up with 1 HP.
Oh,
So
so
he's-
can I
he's
do
stabilized?
like a medicine check to help out?
He
with
is
it?
stabilized already, so medicine check wouldn't do anything.
All right. Well, then I guess we'll do a short rest until he wakes
Is
up.
there
Here?
any way we can like fortify the shut these doors and basically fortify this position in case any other drow work out what the hell's just that half their settlement's been wiped out?
You could try. I mean, you haven't cleared a lot of the settlement, so I'm going to say that based on the number of doors, there's probably at least half of this place undiscovered or uncleared. So you could certainly try and blockade it, but might not be the best idea to spend an hour.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know. We might just have to hope like how we can get out without encountering anyone else.
Well, the the drop down to the water is relatively safe now that all the spiders are dead. The worst case, we can head to the east and jump off that bridge.
Prince Darendil nods at this idea and says, "Dropping down is good. Fence me another bath."
I think we might be a little bit safer because we have to the north all cleared up except that one room, I think. What is that? 15? Yeah, it's covered up.
That was like a little watch post above the Quaggoth den.
But we never checked that out to see if anyone was up there. I don't think.
Not since
Like,
the
'cause that's
fighting broke out, no. People were seen there when they went in for their shit cleaning duties. There were
Jim
drow seen in
Jar-
their room.
Jim Jar, or no, the two brothers went up that way, didn't they? Or
Topsy
they're
and
not in here
Turvy?
with us.
They were fighting among the webs, but as soon as the spiders disappeared, they disappeared too.
We might we might want to send some people to check that out. Just that little watch post, because I think that's the only thing we have to worry about up that way.
I'm kind of liking the idea of doing the water escape. The lesser the Drow city we have to go through, the better our chances are. Although obviously we don't really know what's down there, but
I mean, what we could do,
Yeah.
if we secure, like, that room, we
Mhm.
can just cut this rope bridge that leads to the stalagmite, and they won't be able to get to us.
We should follow Prince. I'm unconscious.
Follow Prince, I'm unconscious. Never heard of that prince before.
On the side map, it looks
who-
like there's a room above us.
Shusha pipes up during this discussion, and he says, perhaps we should leave the wounded and make most haste to get away as best we can. And he's sort of jabbling his jowls a little bit, his neck wobbling with just, he's a shit person.
If we did that earlier, you'd be food for Vrock right now, so...
And he goes, I live in the moment. Perhaps we should leave behind those who cannot help themselves, as I would have done the same to me when I was hiding behind.
Well, I'll remember that, for next time you need help.
He shrugs and says, so is that a yes?
You're welcome to leave.
He looks around and, no.
Well, it sounds like everyone wants to go over the side, so we should probably
Well,
get
if we-
leaving.
If we have to. I think we're gonna do the short rest first, yeah?
You're gonna
Oh,
do the hour, try and, so how you gonna block off this place? Are you gonna cut the rope?
Well,
Hope that
I
the
mean-
north end is not full of people?
I know it's full of Quagoths and 12 at the very least, but they're behind a door.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's up to you guys. I'll cut the drawbridge, or not the drawbridge, the rope bridge, if you guys are okay with that.
Sure.
I'm
But I mean-
thinking it's probably our best shot at this point.
Well, I guess what I'll do, because I think cutting the rope bridge would make it obvious that something's going on, so I'll just stand by the door and watch, make sure, and if anyone starts coming this way, I'll cut it then.
One thing I did think too, if anyone comes out of the room 6 to 8, I can probably, if I've got an action ready, I could probably knock them off the bridge with my repelling blast, but that requires it to hit, and if it doesn't hit, then then maybe cutting the bridge is plan B.
I think
Okay.
also with repelling blast, unless you're on the bridge looking at them sideways, you're likely only to knock them back along the bridge. That makes sense. Because you
I
can.
think he's talking about the one that goes from 6 to 8 to, like, the wall.
Okay. Yeah.
I was thinking sort of a trajectory, something like that, if that makes
Oh,
sense.
like you are on the bridge. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so if I'm standing, I'd really have to be on the bridge.
Hmm.
Hang on. If I'm standing right at the door, because Eldritch Blast I think's got a 120-foot range, I probably could just about do it.
Almost looks like you'd basically knock them just onto the ground below, like onto the ledge.
Well, where the arrow's pointing, like if he gets them just as they're coming out of the door, we'll be going the web there.
Could be.
What's the plan?
Yeah,
I think in any case, we are probably going to be resting for at least an hour, though.
Alright, sweet. Okay, so we'll take a short rest and roll any hit dice you want to spend.
Ooh, good.
I'm not allowed to do anything, am I?
No, because you've still got another hour after this. But if anyone has any heals that come after a short rest.
crap, wrong button.
Nope. Only.
Let me see if anyone's able to help you out.
I wish lay on hands was was short rest.
So do I.
Crap, I accidentally hit the close button, and now it's not letting me log back in.
You just dropped off. Try again.
Yeah, it might have
How
just
do you do
taken a
that?
second.
There's like not even a close button. You
There
have
is.
to right click. Oh,
If you're
yeah,
windowed,
not
if you're
full
across,
screen.
yeah, if you're across multiple screens or in a window,
Yeah.
it's right up near
Yeah,
the
because
party
I
one
was
as well.
trying to drag the window, and
I just looked at
kinda
mine
failed.
and It's there.
Good work. So at this point, Stool is gonna do some cool shit.
Oh, is he gonna do helium mushroom things?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, does the prince or whatever get any
Prince
die
Durandal, I
back or
suppose he can
whatever?
have a hit die, can't he? What's his hit die? A D8. So he's gonna spend 2 of them.
Got 6. Holy shit.
So he gets 6 life plus 3. So 6 plus 6, 12. Boom, gets 12 life back.
And like Shushar and then.
Shushar's a terrible shitler. He doesn't deserve any.
Okay, yeah, he seems like he was he was like Dr. Goodfeels like in the game I played with him. Now he's a total asshole.
Prince Durandal, who else? Jim Jar, he's gonna spend some hit dice.
Does Jim Jar have a weapon he managed to grab something out of the chest yet?
He has grabbed a. Yep, he's grabbed a weapon.
Torpedo too. I'm
And
assuming.
a hand crossbow, one of the crossbows he's grabbed. So I'll just delete that one. Boom.
Oh, any more spears?
And a short sword. There are no more spears now, unless someone has got any they want to give up. Jim Jar spends his short rest sort of mucking around with some spores that he managed to convince Stool to give to him, and some algae that he scraped off the wall, and he's prepared himself a few little vials of some fun stuff. And if anyone looks over to him, he just sort of smiles as he pockets the vials and looks pretty pleased with himself.
Oh, Pepito needs some hit die action if he can take
Yes,
any.
he does. So D6. Oh, good ones, mate. Good ones. He gets 4 back.
Oh no.
And Jim Jar, did he even roll?
Yeah, you had him roll some stuff.
Did I give him any life back though?
I don't think so.
He was at 11. He's still at 11. So, boom. Ah, beautiful. 12. So he's at full life. And one more. Boom. D8s. He's going to spend 3. 6, 6, 1. 16. Back to 9. There we go. Cool. Alright, so the short rest passes, and about 45 minutes into it, there is a lot of voices and a lot of shouting coming from the south end of this area. Anyone who hazards a look out the door can see various torches being lit down in the area where the lift is, and lots of discussion. And at one point, the door to the top floor thing of 6 to 8, that door sort of swings open, but unfortunately the door opens hinged towards you guys, so it blocks view of anyone coming in going from that piece, or at least blocks view from anyone popping their head out. You don't see anyone coming and going. No one notices anyone coming out, but the door is left open, obscuring a lot of the view from the south. So there's glow, there's noise, there's shouting, and then all of a sudden, at around an hour's time, the bridge begins to be lit up by these torches coming towards the building.
Oh, like it's on fire?
No, like the
Or
torches
they're
are coming down this path. You can't quite see past the door. Past the door, but that's where the lights are starting to come, and it's glowing brighter, and the voices are getting louder.
Guess it's choppy time.
Choppy time.
So
Get out
what
the
is
old,
the plan, team?
I guess I'm chopping down the rope bridge and everyone's getting ready to skedaddle, yeah?
I'll chop down the other side at the same time. Just make it go double quick.
Alright.
Okay, Daggerin, give me a strength or dex check with advantage.
In the tower, or
It doesn't matter. Boom. So you manage to detach both sides of the bridge, and it drops down, and it catches itself on the netting below, and yeah, it's not possible for anyone to walk across directly to your side, but the netting below has now got a bridge-shaped ramp to it.
okay. Shut the door, and I'm gonna scoop up Din.
Alrighty.
Oops, that's not.
Cool. So you pick up Din, and Shusha says, "No, just leave him. Leave him behind. We need
I'll
our
leave you
fighter.
behind.
We need our fighter
Bye.
to not
Leave
be
you
carrying
behind
a
sounds
person."
good. Bye. Bye. See you.
And everyone else follows. Prince Darendil walks past and growls at Shusha, and everyone else makes their way out, and Shusha ends up bringing up the rear, feebly yelling, "Please don't leave me behind. I am of good strength." Now, you get to this side, and Milo, roll me a perception. You're in the front.
In the tower or anywhere?
In the tower.
Oh, did Theron lose any exhaustion?
No,
I
it's a long
think
rest.
it's long rests.
Yep.
Oh, that sucks.
Just a little bit.
So I guess I'm dashing to keep up with yous.
Okay. You did roll the perception. So just as you get to the end of this rope bridge, you hear some snuffling coming up ahead. It sounds to you like a Quaggoth is just around the corner, maybe down the stairs.
Hey guys, I think we got some Quaggoths in front of us.
Should we just jump off here then and hope they don't decide to follow us?
It's probably the
I,
best idea.
I think the water route's looking like our best shot.
Is
Those
there
ropes
like?
should still be there, I take it.
Yeah, I never got it back up, so it's still there.
Alright, so everyone want to jump?
Yep.
Probably not all at once, but I guess
I'm gonna suggest Pepito go first.
Pepito, he looks to you and says, "An old man, I suppose. It's no loss if I don't make it." And he leaps over the side. And he lands in the net, and he is fine. He calls down. He calls back up. He says, "Seems clear. Seems okay."
All right, I'll jump after him.
All right. Roll me a acrobatics check.
Tower or
Does not matter. So you land fine as well. You make your way down, and you manage to land in a thick bit of webbing, and you're pretty sweet. And as you jump down, you see the sight of a Quaggoth that is lumbering up the stairs.
time to go.
Yup, you guys better hurry.
Can I see the Quaggoth? I imagine I can now.
Not yet. It's not quite at the top of the stairs. Milo could risk yelling out to you and making him aware. He's sort of not running up the stairs like he's seen something. He's just making his way up the stairs as like a plot device to make you guys hurry.
I mean,
I'd like to. I imagine that Milo probably let us know that
Yes.
he did detect something up there. So I'm basically readying an action for a repelling blast on anything that comes into sight.
Okay.
I'm gonna chuck Din in like a little like a something that looks pretty dense.
All right. Give me a strength check or a dex check.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So you biff him, and unfortunately, the hole that you and Darendil made when you originally fell down, you were actually standing right above it. So you toss him for what you thought was a thick piece of webbing, but was actually just some broken strands that had sort of fallen in a dense-looking pile, and it was actually covering a hole, and he just goes straight through. And so Milo and Pepito see Din's form just slip straight past them and down into the darkness, where after a few moments you hear a soft plop.
All right, seeing that, I'm gonna follow and jump down.
Okay. So you leap down behind Din's body. Dagrin, what do you do at this point?
I'm staying up here till everyone's down. I'll like help Jim Jar go. maybe.
Jim Jar, as you go to help him, Jim Jar just like, well, hands off, and he just makes his way over the ropes himself and lands there fine, and looks up to see who's coming down next. Stool looks at you, and you hear in your voice, just to the nets, please. And then he sort of holds out his hands like a child to be lifted and tossed.
Oh, I don't want to disappoint Stool. Hooray!
Hooray! And you throw
like
him down, avoiding the hole completely. You're able to not toss him down into the water. Shusha and Durendal are standing there. Shusha pushes past and says, I will go next. You won't leave me behind. And he steps forwards and sort of puts out his hands as well, and he's monstrously big, and you just shove him angrily, and he just goes flying safely into the net on his back, and or the web rather, and he's just like, thank you. And Durendal comes and goes to pick you up and says, you, and goes to throw you off the bridge.
I won't struggle, that's fine.
Cool. And he chucks you down, and he leaps down deftly behind you, and lands safely. He is fine. Okay, so just leaving Theron up there. Theron, do you come down at this point? The Quaggoth has just breasted the stairs, and you can either Eldritch Blast him, or he hasn't seen you just yet, or he doesn't appear to have seen you just yet, or you can just leap straight off the edge.
I will then try and leap. If he hasn't seen me, I'll try and get out of there first.
Okay. So you leap off the edge. Roll me a Dex Acrobatics or a Strength Athletics check. Oh no! So you go to like vault the rope. That's the handrail of this piece of bridge, and you accidentally grab onto a piece of rope that's sort of frayed and come away from the rest of the whole thing. Like it's just sort of loose and not tied to anything. And in doing so, you lose your balance and let out a whoa! And almost instantly, the Quaggoth growls, sees you, and snaps around, and attempts to follow you as you fall. And he leaps down into the web with a roar, and everyone down there can see, responding to the roar, another two Quaggoth begin to storm up the stairs to look at what's going on. What's going on?
Uh-oh.
And he leaps down into the webs next to you. You've sort of landed hands and feet, and this Quaggoth has just landed full bodily next to you, not very gracefully. It sort of just lands in a heap and starts struggling to get to its feet, while Pepito and Stool begin to panic. Pepito says, deal with it, quickly! And starts moving to the hole. Stool just, all Dagrin hears in his head is Stool whinging.
Jump down and, mostly to Petito's, jump down and make sure that Din doesn't drown. We got this guy.
Pepito says, okie dokie, and jumps down to where Milo and Din are. Stool follows, leaving everyone else up here, and Shusha begins backing away. Roll initiative as well.
Uh-oh.
Do I get disadvantage on initiative?
You shouldn't do.
Okay, so I was just wondering with the exhaustion.
No, it's just ability checks, and your speed is halved. Alrighty. So Milo, that's really good initiative, but you're downstairs, buddy. Theron, what are you going to do with this thing that's next to you?
I am going to hex Quaggoth 22 with and he's going to have disadvantage on wisdom saves.
Okay.
Could have just done like a full retreat thingy and jumped down the hole.
Okay, has that worked?
Yep, looks like it. No. you
You
cast
gave
the
him
damage bonus
necrotic
to him.
damage.
Yeah. Yep, that's the one.
There we go. So that, yeah. And I am going to cast now Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him.
Oh.
Alright.
I think Quaggoth.
Did he make the save?
No, he failed the save. Sorry,
Oh,
I wasn't
nice.
scrolled down, so I didn't check it. So he is knocked down.
Okay, time to head down the hole.
Alrighty. Man, you are lucky his intelligence is above a 4. Pretty
Oh,
close.
does it
Oh,
not
I
work?
didn't even think of that.
Yeah, he's at a 5, and if it's a 4 or below, they're not affected. They're too dumb to laugh. Alright, so
So
the
that
Quaggoths-
Quaggoth is just now in a laughing fit in the web.
Yep. Sort of like a growling, laughing, heaving, convulsing mess. Quaggoth 2 gets to the top of the platform, sees there's nothing there, and rolls a bad dice, and isn't quite sure what's going on. So it begins sniffing around, not really seeing anything. Quaggoth 18 comes up, rolls his check, and has a peer over the edge and sees Quaggoth 22 in a ball of laughing sort of activity and lets out a roar. It looks like he's aware of what's going on, but he's got no movement left. Quaggoth 22 makes a save. Was it wisdom? Yes, wisdom. So he makes a save and does not make it, so is still incapacitated on the ground. Leaving Dagran, your turn.
Alright. So I'll get onto the other side of the hole there and get the old shield and spear ready.
Okay.
Just cover everyone else's escape.
All right.
Actually, can I have I have a torch. I don't know if it's lit still. How long do the torches last?
I don't know. Do they specify 10 minutes, an hour?
1 hour.
Okay.
I mean, it wouldn't have been lit during the break, but
I'd say it's not lit at the moment. You would have probably put it out for the break.
all right. Well, then I'll actually well, where did I go?
You're under Din.
I can't grab myself.
Nope. There you are.
Right here.
Just put yourself just off.
Right here, yeah, or right. Whatever. I'm lighting a torch somewhere over here,
Okay.
covering everyone else's escape.
Dun, dun, dun. Indiana Jones styles. So we go to Papito. He's already down. Jim Jar yells to you and says, "Just get out! It's no use fighting these ones." And leaps down the hole.
I'm fighting them.
Prince Derendil lets out a roar and leaps straight for the other Quaggoth. And he makes 2 claw attacks. And hits with 1. And deals 5 damage. What? No, he's got more than 10 points left. Cool. And it is now Shusha's turn, who is still backing away, and he just sort of yells, "Save me! Again, I tell you! Save me!" And
Jump off the edge is what I'll say back.
he just goes, "It's too far!" And he gets to
Alright,
the edge, and then he looks over and lets out a little wail. Still's
You're a
already
fish.
gone
Jump into
down.
the fucking water.
He doesn't know there's water down there. Theron, you're down the bottom. Cool. So we go back to the Quaggoth. 2, he's gone inside this room because he's terrible at life. Quaggoth 18 has seen you seen Prince Darendil leap to the other Quaggoth and has leapt down to attack. And he has... actually I didn't drag that stuff onto... Yes, I did. Okay, so he attacks and hits and hits.
Oh.
And deals 13 damage. Quaggoth 22 makes his wisdom save. And what was your DC on that wisdom save?
13.
13. So he makes it, and he gathers a hold of himself and furiously swipes at Darendil and hits once and smashes him for 9 damage. Dagrin, you see the combat of Darendil getting furiously attacked by these 2 Quaggoth, and it's time to make a decision. It's just the 2 of you left up here.
Wait, what decision?
Whether you leave him or run away.
I'm not gonna fucking leave him. He's cool as shit.
Okay.
I'll yell, "We need to get out of here," and I'll step up to right here.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna throw the torch like behind the 2 Quaggoth and try to start lighting some of the web on fire.
Okay, roll me a dex check.
Yeah.
So you throw the torch, but instead of landing behind them, it lands at the feet of Darendil and Quaggoth 22, and the webs immediately begin to burn, and they both need to make a dex save. And Darendil falls straight through the hole, and Quaggoth 22 manages to grip onto the web and stay up here with you.
Then I'll use the rest of my movement to. I'll just jump down the hole after him, I guess.
Okay, so if you jump down the hole, 18 and 22 will get an opportunity to attack. If you jump down the other hole, only 22 will get an opportunity to attack.
All right, I'll give him the finger and jump down the other hole.
Okay, so 22 steps. As you go away, he tries to hit you, does, and deals 5 damage as you leap
All right,
down.
not too bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
All right.
And they don't follow. They just sort of look at the top and growl and roar down the holes that you guys have all made, and eventually begin to climb back up to the main floor. Just leaving Shusha up top at the moment, who appears to have not been discovered by these Quaggoth just yet.
I guess most of everyone else has probably made it almost to the shore by now, yeah?
Yep, so down at the bottom, just while this is going on, it's only been actually sort of 20 seconds.
Yeah.
You guys have been up here. So down at the bottom, Milo, you've just landed next to what you think is Din's body. There's some lumps under the water. Possibly be him, possibly could be someone else. But there's no Din on the surface to be seen.
I'm gonna try to grab Din and pull him to the shore.
Okay, roll me a strength or dexterity check. Okay, so you dive quickly because this is deep enough water for you to dive in. You're only like 2 foot tall, and you dive into the water, and just getting your head under there, you see that it appears Din's body is floating away, but not under its own power. Something appears to be dragging it through the water, and you can quickly catch up to it, and as you try to pull on his legs or his arms, something quite strong is pulling back at it, and as you're trying to tangle with whatever is on the other end of this, so you've moved over here, get in about there. Bopito comes splashing up next to you and out of the darkness and grabs his other foot or hand and begins pulling with you and says, "What has got him?"
I have no idea. It's dark down here.
Are me or Arendelle down here yet?
Not just yet, no. This is
Okay.
before you two have landed. At this point, Jim Jar and Stool have landed just next to you. Sort of two splashes and plops, and Stool begins crying out for help, and Jim Jar quickly gets to helping him stay afloat in the water and begins dragging him to the surface. The shore. And then roll me a strength check with advantage. Oh dear. So, you and Bopito are trying to pull Din's body, and all of a sudden, he's viciously yanked out of your grip, and begins churning through the water at a speed that's throwing up a big spray of water as he's getting dragged further and further north, that direction.
Come on, guys.
I'm gonna swim as fast as I can to follow him.
Okay, so you give chase. What is your speed? Are you 25?
35.
35. Ah, fucking monks. Alright, so so you give chase. You manage to splash through the water and sort of keep up with it. Pepito struggles. He only manages to stay just behind you. And as you get close to where Din's body, or as you sort of manage to catch up to Din's body, it stops and is let go, and then the water is still, and you can sort of grab onto his body and begin moving him. And as you do, or as you sort of get to where the water is still, it looks like the water in front of you begins to rise up, begins to shape itself into a big mound in front of you.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Din and try to go away from it.
Got about the slimes. Or oozes. Whatever the fuck they are.
Whatever the fuck they are. Alright, so you grab Din. Roll me a strength or dexterity save.
Nice.
Very nice. So you start splashing through the water pretty quick as, what has been correctly identified as an ooze begins to slime through the water behind you. At this point, Dagrin and Durindal have splashed down into the water, and Theron as well has sort of splashed down, and everyone's starting to move their way to the shore. Dagrin, as you get to the bottom and Durindal gets to the bottom, you both see Milo dragging Din's body, getting chased by this ooze. Very, very dimly you see it, quite far away, but it's definitely a halfling dragging a lifeless person.
All right, I'll start swimming in that direction. Oh, well. Can I see
Is
Shushar
still-
up there? He's up there, yeah.
You probably can't see him, but you can hear him.
All right, I'll kind of yell up to him as I'm swimming this direction. There's water down here. Jump down.
He hears, "You're lying! You're trying to trick me into jumping!"
All right, bye.
I yell out to him, "Don't worry, I'll catch you."
He says, "Alright!" and jumps down to where your voice is.
I am not going to catch him.
No, didn't think you would. So he just sort of
That's
lands
so cool.
in the water just next to you. With a big splash, and he starts floundering around. And as he comes up, he sort of says, "Oh, it's not very deep."
Sorry
And,
about that.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I missed you.
He looks at you and he says, "You bastards, the lot of you!" And he lifts his arm, and his arm's sort of flailing around at the elbow, and it looks like it's been snapped the wrong way. And he begins weeping and sort of slumps down into the water a bit. And at this point, Milo, roll me another acrobatics or strength. A dex or strength, sorry.
Saber check.
Save.
That's check. Sorry.
Ah, that's right. It's fine. It was fine either way. So you managed to drag Din to the surface of the water. I keep saying surface. The edge of the water.
Sure.
Just as this ooze catches up to you. Roll initiative.
Everyone, or
Ooh. Yeah, everyone that's down here can roll initiative. And I'll roll NPCs. Oops, let's rest.
I want to grab
Initiative.
my guts.
Alright. Quicker this can go. You're right. Bum, 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 bum. And we start with Din, who's unconscious. Ha ha ha. The grey ooze gets onto you just as you sort of throw his body onto the surface, and he blobs you. But critically misses and just splashes into the ground next to you for a moment. And it
Alright.
is now your turn.
Milo's gonna fuck him up.
I'm going to try to stab him with my sword.
Okay.
Not sure how that works.
I like how you roll a 2 and it hit.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna kick it.
So you hit it with the short sword. So your short sword takes a -1 penalty to damage rolls, and that is permanent
Okay.
and cumulative. As the ooze of this, or the slime of this ooze, begins to eat into the steel, an acrid smoke begins to let off from your weapon. And you punch him, and he turns into a blob of nothing.
Yay.
Yay. So yeah, just your short sword, chuck a -1 on it. That's it.
But we have another one, don't we? That we
Yeah,
probably just get
plenty.
to.
Yeah,
I have another one, yeah.
sweet. But
Figure
that
it
one's
out.
fucked. Just remember it.
Put like a D in front of it or something in the name.
D for don't use this one, guys. It's fucked. Alright, so everyone else sort of drags himself to the water, with the exception of Shusha. Pepito calls out and says, won't anyone help me get him to shore? He is wounded. And Shusha
Alright,
says, yes, I'm wounded. Come on.
I'm gonna go grab Shusha and fucking drag his
Uh,
ass to the shore.
Give me a strength check.
Bam!
Oh, awesome. You just toss
What
him,
a waste.
complaining it all over your shoulder, and begin trudging your way to the shore with no issues. And you throw him down unceremoniously. Or at least, no matter how you put him down, he's going to complain. So you put him down, and he lets out a, oof! Oh, why'd you have to be so rough? You're so horrible, the lot of you. One
sure
would think
we're a
I'm
lot
not helping
kinder
you.
than- Sure, we're a lot kinder than those drow would have been to you.
He looks at you and he says, are you threatening me?
No, it's a fact.
And he looks away and just gives you a cold shoulder.
Good. Whatever. Asshole. You're wearing my paladin patience thin. Alright, so I'll just make sure everyone made it. That's everyone, yeah? Yeah.
Yep, that appears to everyone. The only people missing at
So-
this point is Topsy and Turvy.
They have not to be seen, I'm assuming. They're not not wanting to hang out with us, apparently. Torch, because it is gone.
What was that, sorry?
Oh, I said I'm assuming they're not joining us.
Well, they're not there. That's as much as you know, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So I'll just kind of say this. Does anyone know this area? Like, or can we see more than than this gray line.
That's a good question.
Anyone else have a torch? Because I kind of wasted mine.
The dark vision people should be able to see 60 feet.
Oh, okay. That works too.
Yeah.
Which is, am I the only one with dark vision? I thought somebody else.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
just you.
Oh, halflings don't have it.
Go
I think
scoop up.
it's the underground. Oh no, they're gnomes. The dark gnomes or
Yep.
whatever that have it.
Deep
Yeah.
gnomes. Top 10
Pepito.
Zervi would have it, wherever they are.
Doomjar and Pepito should have dark vision, yeah. Duel has dark vision 120
Yes.
feet, so Duel can be our little lighthouse.
Yep.
I'll put him on my head.
Yep.
No, Bob, I'm gonna go scoop up Din.
Alright, so what are you guys going to do from here? You're on the rocky, dark shore of this pool of water.
I guess we'll kind of make our way. What do you guys think? Probably to the north would be the safest bet, because the south seems to be where all the things are bad.
Agreed. I think north for now. And once we make a little distance, I can probably even scout ahead if we find a place that looks like a good place for a breather.
Yeah, we're gonna need a longer rest than the one we took, if we're going into the Underdark.
Okay. I think that's a good plan.
Alright. Now, the screeching and yelling about that you guys came across, right? All that rock and shit. You begin to hear coming from the north, not so much the screeching, but the buzzing that you had heard earlier.
Alright, guys, let's go west instead of north.
Yeah, yep. I think Paragon, Dagran sounds very wise.
Pussies.
Yeah, those things that killed of rock in one hit. Yeah, okay.
Is that what Din says in his sleep? Pussies.
Put that like a bitch.
I can
Okay.
leave you here unconscious, Din. That's fine. You're heavy as shit, I'm sure.
Oh, there's a bit more of the map for you to see anyway. You can see your exits.
I guess, yeah, that western one is probably what we'd be headed for.
Okay. Alright.
Yep.
So you guys...
I don't actually have the map.
Really?
It's
It's
not
there.
up.
It is there. I haven't shared it again. You're just lazy.
Yeah,
You're the only
Images
person that didn't go and look in your
without Bell.
images. Lazy.
not ashamed.
You should be. Just wait till you're dimming and you'll be like, fuckers, just fucking open fucking map. Jesus Christ. Fucking maps.
Well, you clearly had it open. How hard is it for you to share it?
Super hard. I have to press like 3 mouse buttons. So as you guys as you guys start moving to the west, it becomes very clear that Shushar is unhappy with the arrangement. And he voices this and says,
Well-
we shouldn't be going this way.
What way do you suggest, then?
He says, the way to my family.
No.
You know which way that is.
I don't want to.
He looks at Milo and says, well, no, but there are people for that sort of thing.
I'm pretty
Why
sure
can't-
your family's this way. Let's just keep going.
Roll
Can
me
we go
a
back-
deception.
Could you please go back to being the stoner Kuatoa instead of the shitty?
He's always been the shitty one. Get over it. So he looks at Milo and he just sort of goes, I suppose you're a man who looks like he knows what he's doing. I'll take your word on it.
All
And
right.
is happy to go the Western Passage.
There are people for that sort of thing, you piece of shit.
Alright, you guys leave Valkenvaun. You get through, you start traveling through this windy, stony passageway through the rock, and you see, Do-do-do-do.
17 rocks.
Yeah, let me just roll a d20 and see how many of those giant demon things you have to fight right now.
Hey, Shushar, there, look, there are your parents.
Oh my god.
Go hug them
So you went the
with your
West
whole body.
Passage, which is 3.
Probably the worst passage.
No. They're all viable routes. They're all good. Bum, ba, bum. So, you guys, after a couple hours, Darendal collapses.
Oh. Boop. I'll go
And
over to
he
him.
sort of falls to his feet, and as you go over, he looks up and he says,
Oh, well, after Din would be up after the first hour, yeah?
yes, yep. So Din will be at 1 point, sorry. Yep. You're awake at this point,
I'm
too.
alive. I'm alive.
Yeah. So just as you come up to him, Darendal goes down, and he looks, and on cursory inspection, you see that there is a myriad of wounds over this poor guy, and he sort of just motions to the blood that's seeping through his fur and just says, "Need to stop. Need to stop."
All right. So yeah, I guess we should stop, guys, for at least a little bit.
Definitely.
I'm gonna start trying to patch him up.
Alrighty. So do you guys want to take a short rest or a long rest at this point?
Does
I'd
it
say
seem?
long.
Yeah, if it's safe enough, then we probably need a long.
The passage isn't like a 2 foot wide thing. Like it's a fairly expansive tunnel. There are lots of little nooks and crannies you could probably hide down inside. It won't hide you from much of a heavy search, but hopefully most little denizens of the dark will just travel on by.
Yeah, get some shelter and.
Yeah. From the state you left Valve, sorry, it's likely that they're not going to be mounting any search party for at least long enough for you guys to get a bit of shut-eye.
Kind of killed most of them.
Yeah, a lot of them are dead. And they'll be needing to figure out exactly how many are alive before they even think about whether they're going to chase the prisoners or not.
But I'll
Long
set.
rest it is.
Yeah, I'll set Shushar's arm and help Darendil out
Okay,
while we're. Cool. Thumbs up.
sweet.
Since I've got the best eyes of the group, I think I'll take first watch.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. So let's do a long rest. Oh,
Oh boy.
long rest
My
time.
spells and my lay on hands back.
And yeah, so after a while, Darendil seems much chirpier, and you've tended to his wounds, and he's not sort of openly bleeding anymore. Everyone feels a little bit better and more fantastical. And it's at this point that Pepito says, I think we should discuss our plans. And he gathers the group for a bit of a discussion.
Is Darendil, is he medium sized or is he large?
I believe he's just medium, but he's like on the upper end of medium.
We toss him a chain shirt, maybe.
Probably won't fit
That's-
Quaggoth, no.
Just tied around his like one chain shirt per thigh or something.
He can try to armor him, and he'll just sort of shrug it off and says, I move easier when not encumbered.
Sounds like a video game all of a sudden.
So I start inquiring as to what the fuck happened.
Oh, we escaped. Is the short answer.
That's good enough for me.
Put a chain shirt on stool because that'd be adorable.
I'll lose 1 point of exhaustion at this point, won't I? But I won't lose both.
I I don't know if you do.
got a-
Do you lose one or do you lose all of it?
I've got a feeling it's 1 point per long rest.
It's really poos, and if it is that, then I'm going to set it at all. Because that's
Alright,
poo
well.
house.
Cool. I won't complain.
So I mean, does anyone? And is anyone familiar with this area at all?
Finishing a long rest reduces a creature's exhaustion by 1, provided that creature has also ingested some food and drink. That's a good point. Has anyone got any food and or drink?
I don't believe we found any.
Everyone
No,
roll
but,
me a survival check.
Me by this point? Oh yeah, I was awake. Yep.
Yep. Milo, you find enough food for 2 people for the day.
Does the stool need to eat?
Stool just sort of absorbs some goodness from rocks and pieces around.
Isn't still a mushroom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it.
I will kill you so hard. I think probably Theron should eat because he's,
Is survival int or wisdom?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay, Jim Jag gets enough to eat. Pepito, fuck. Pepito doesn't find anything. Darrendal finds enough for himself. So currently, Jim Jar's got enough food for himself, which he does not share. And Milo, you found enough food for yourself and one other for 1 day.
I'll give some to Theron because he looks tired.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Theron, I'm just going to double. You get 2 points of exhaustion back per long rest. So if you get more than that, it'll take more than 1 rest, but you don't have to sleep twice.
Cool. Then there'll be a house rule from now on, I take it?
Yeah. Alrighty. So you get your 2 exhaustions. I'll remove those. Boom, boom, boom. There you are. Okay. Fine, your armor will be gone. Everyone else's cool shit will be gone. So Din, your max hit points will be back as well.
Yeah, I used my thing again.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay, just use it once more, sorry.
Oh, good.
I don't suppose we happen to feel any stronger or more experienced after that good long rest.
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not.
Oh,
Wow.
it just says. Oh no, here we go.
Maybe after we take a bio.
Possibly.
I'll have to take a sacred oath for this.
So, so Pepito has pulled everyone aside and he sort of addresses you lot and says, you all seem to be pretty well experienced with a sword, but how many of you have any idea how to traverse the Underdark?
Not any, really.
Nope.
You pretty much just bumble around until you find the way out. Right?
Sounds good to me.
He sort of gives you a little wry smile and says, well, it just so happens that I could probably find our way to I apologize if anyone has any idea of how to pronounce these, but I do not. So he says he knows how to reach Gracklestug, the Gracklestug, which I'll type into chat for your posterity. There you go.
Oh, Gragglestone.
Yeah. I didn't roll the tongue. That was my issue.
Yeah, it's actually Scottish.
Okay. He says, I can find my way from there. If we can find our bearings from the Dark Lake, then I'll be able to get us there, no issues. And Prince Darrendal speaks up and says, I can find my way to, back the way we came.
Oh, before, did someone want a spear?
Oh, yeah, I'll take another one.
Well, I've got 3.
Oh, okay, I have 2. So I mean, because that's our ranged weapon for right now.
Alright. Oh, did we
I
find a crossbow and some bolts?
Hand
I
crossbow, but I
have
think
I've got 3 crossbows which are up for grabs, along
I
with
don't
a.
think I'm proficient with hand crossbows, or I don't know how that works.
I think
I've
hand
they
crossbows,
simple?
are they simple or
I
martial?
grabbed a whole bunch of shit last week. So I've got a hand
Martial
crossbow
ranged.
and 3 spears. Which, someone's welcome to take all 3 spears.
All right, I'll grab them up if you throw them back in the party thing, and I'll just use that instead of a crossbow.
Okay.
Does anyone want any chain or studded leather?
Oh, it's supposed to be 3 spears.
All right, that's fine. I'll just add them to my ammo.
Cool.
Uh,
I may ask,
Oh.
what sort of a settlement is Gracklestug?
Gracklestug
I
is.
guess I have to do with my awakened mind, probably, because I can't speak Undercommon. Or can
I'm
he
just
speak Common?
assuming that someone is translating. Everyone here has some link to this conversation in some way, so
yeah,
you should
I
consider
have
it all.
his spore thing. Doesn't that give me
Uh.
like language stuff or whatever?
That's for stool.
Do
Okay.
you have to be proficient to use a shield?
Yes.
Do you? I thought
You can
proficiency
carry
just
it,
gives.
but
Shield.
you won't be able to do
Shield's
stuff
a
while
skill.
holding it.
It's not like a proficiency, as in like a. I mean, yeah, it's something you do need. It is listed as a
Item.
skill ability or something.
Hmm.
Okay. That's good. We're gonna take a quick bio.
Yep, we'll take a 15 just because I need to shoot down at the corner store, and we'll come back at what's that? 10 to the hour.
By corner store, you mean dairy?
Yes, but I was talking so
How
the
do
people
you
that aren't you understand what that is.
Oh, yeah.
how do you whisper someone?
/W
Slash W.
space, and then you can start typing their name, and then press tab, and it'll autofill. Or if you want to reply, you can go /R, and then type, and it'll go straight to them.
All right, well, I'm gonna say it out loud, so I'll just wait till it gets back.
Okay. So yeah, we'll come back at 10 to and pick up from there. not back?
Byron, maybe?
Who's not? Who's
No, I
not
think
back?
we're all here.
Vote black.
We're all here.
Who's black? No, don't opt out. Looks like it. Assuming the last
We're
one
all
is
black.
Dagran.
I'm here.
I'm a Kiwi, so you know the All Blacks. Oh yeah, win at the rugbies, yay, and the things and stuff.
Oh, we did win,
Not
eh?
tell you who hasn't
Yeah, of
quit.
course we won. What
And
was-
then John Alamu died.
well, yeah. He was fucked, man. He had like no kidneys left.
Yeah. Not for a long time.
Yup.
And nor did he have any money.
He had money. He had plenty.
Yeah, I think it was blown up. Like, he had a car with $100,000 worth of sounds in it.
Yeah. Man, I'm so poor. I'm gonna have to sell like my 13th house. Oh,
Damn.
that's the sort of poor he was.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I suppose I'll tick that tick considering I'm here.
Good call. All right, so I'll go up to Stool and say, well, do you know how to get home?
I guess Dan's not ready.
Sorry, I'm just getting my space invaded by children. And Alicia, who's just making it very, very well known that she's not a child. I'm not a child, I swear.
Well, I swear.
Just smack them all, I guess.
Just smack them all. All right.
Yep.
Time. You're ready for some domestic abuse live on air?
Yeah,
I'm so keen. Are you recording?
Twitch can't wait.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. All right. So, yeah. So Burpito said he knows how to find his way to Grackle Stug.
Oh, yeah.
Grackly Stugen.
What is Grackle Slag?
He says it's a place.
Town? The
Yes,
city? Is it
a city.
Who inhabits the city?
He looks at you like, why don't you know this already? And
Live
he
on the surface.
We're not exactly from around here.
I do have pretty lips. I mean,
he says it's sort of a general Duergar city. Pretty high industry, high trade, lots of smoke, lots of Duergar.
what? Duergar's the ones that originally captured us?
I believe that was
Those
the
are drow.
Drow. The Duergars are the dwarfs.
No, I know. I thought, but are they involved in this at all?
We don't know.
Duergar and Drow don't usually get on.
No. I mean, you haven't come across
Actually-
any Duergar except for the ones
Okay,
in the...
I'm
Oh, did he even do
misremembering.
that house?
No.
Did you go to a house with the Duergar in it? No, you didn't. No.
No.
So no, you've got no reason to suspect them.
Okay. And
So,
Well-
okay, so we wouldn't have, just from being the Forgotten Realms characters, we wouldn't have a general knowledge of what Duergar are normally like.
I mean, you might do. Like they're Sword Coast inhabitants, and you guys are from the Sword Coast, so you would know what they are and who they are, which is the
And so
deep
would know that,
dwarves.
would know what their general disposition usually is like.
Yeah.
they're assholes.
Yeah,
Busy.
they're-
Single-minded. Concentrating on
they're-
their own. Yeah. Sorry, I'll stop talking over you
They're
now.
probably not going to be particularly happy with outsiders, I would imagine.
Don't they do a lot of slave trade too? I mean, end up back in the same mess we just escaped for, except we'd be killing a whole city full of Duergar instead of Drow.
It's possible. It's possible that Grackle Stug is where you were going to be sold, perhaps.
Well, I'll ask Stool if he knows the way to his home.
Stool replies in your head, no. I just really need to get there.
Stool.
Is there any... can't remember. What race is Jimjar again? Is he a
Jimjar is
servant?
a dark gnome, deep gnome. And as you ask him what he is. He looks at you and he says, I'm the man that can take you to Blingdenstone, where you can hear lots of Elmo's rock and roll. Thanks for that.
Wait, didn't the dwarf say something about Blingdenstone?
Yes.
That's where she wanted. That's a dwarven city.
Blingdenstone is a Sverfneblin city, which is the dark gnomes. It is
We
a.
have to pick between.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, sorry, I don't know if this is metagaming knowledge or not, but if we have to pick between a Duergar city and a Deep Gnome city, you know, Deep Gnome wins is definitely the way we'd want to go.
And yeah, I feel the same way. I mean,
Jim just smiles as you say this, definitely out loud and not metagamey at all. And he says, that is, of course, the smarter choice. I'm definitely not biased.
instead of metagame, he said, "I don't know if this is racist, but." And when it comes to
Yeah,
a second
I don't know if this is
question,
racist, but I prefer gnomes to dwarfs. And he's like, it's not racist. Good choice.
in Bupito, he's Darrow, or what is he?
Bupito is a... Was he Darrow?
Someone
me
was
just
a
check.
He's
Darrow.
supposed to be
Yeah,
Darrow,
I think
but
he is.
seems to be like weirdly sane and kind of nice.
Here's a Darrow. Yep.
Well, I mean, we
Didn't
did.
the Dero die?
No,
we
the
saved his
drow
life.
died.
I went on a rescue mission.
Mm.
Grab him up.
I'm sure some old man died, some old short man.
He
Bupito
went down. He
almost
didn't
died.
die.
Yeah,
He went
was
down
a
like you
hero,
went
but
down.
I touched him.
He touched his bits and the Darrow was
Oh.
aroused.
Like that time I went down on your mom.
Oh, yep. So Pepito, yeah, he may seem sane, though. Like the people that have heard of Deros and the people that haven't, they're kind of basically a race of people that have gone insane from the corruption of the Underdark. Not
Wow,
not necessarily like insane, but sort of like.
World
ta-
of Warcraft corruption.
Yeah, they take pleasure in doing harm to others. Mostly.
But I think I'm with Jim Jar on going to. I mean, that dwarf wanted to go there, and I think that would probably be the safest
Definitely.
bet for us. What do you
I
think
agree.
there? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, let's go to Jim Jar's home. He owes me a favor anyway, so
With this
thought-
discussion,
Stuff done.
Shusha pipes up. And he says, I have another option we could take.
I thought you said you didn't know where we were.
He says, I didn't know where we were, but I have a suggestion for a place we could go. He says, if we're going to the Dark Lake anyway, I'm sure we will come across Slubludop. That's not made up. And he says, rather than continue to Gracklestug, we should go to Slubludop, which is a dumbass name, but is a town of my people.
I thought we were going to the Glindenstern or whatever.
Blingdenstone.
Blingdenstone, yeah. Is that even on the way?
You're likely to need to go past the Dark Lake for both.
I don't know. Kuatoa don't have a very good reputation either.
He looks at you and he says,
No,
I
they were
beg your
arseholes in Baldur's
pardon.
Gate.
What we hear on the surface, they generally like to kill people.
He says, I don't care what you've heard. The Archpriest Pluplopine, he is a fine, fine ruler who has made a fantastic city that we can live in.
Well, thanks for the offer, but I think I'm still voting for Blingdenstone.
Yeah, I think that would be the most friendly to us. You're definitely welcome to head that way yourself once we get in that direction. We'll
travel together, and you're welcome to go on your separate way at that time. But yeah.
He says,
I don't
well, I don't see how you're going to get a boat to cross the Dark Lake unless you do as I say.
Are you threatening us?
Not threatening, just pointing out holes in your plans. And he sort of
Well,
shrugs his flapping arm around and huffs.
It's still flappy.
Yep.
well, we've got some time before we get to the lake, I imagine. Let's just, if we're all good, let's head out.
Alright.
Alrighty. What speed do you guys want to travel at? You can travel at 8 miles per day with a penalty to your perception and not foraging for any food. You could travel at 6 miles per day with normal perception and you can forage as normal. Or you can travel at 4 miles per day with bonuses to your foraging and perception. A fast pace will make it harder to spot ambushes or things of interest, and yeah, cost you foraging. And if you travel slowly, you can travel stealthily, get more access to things, but it also increases the odds that you may get caught by people traveling the same way as you, or hunting parties, or that sort of terrible thing.
Could we travel at 6 miles a day and have a bad perception but good foraging, or vice versa?
You couldn't in the rules, but I don't see why not. Like
So,
the book
in that
doesn't suggest that as an option, but if you want to forego looking for things and items, you can improve your foraging.
So, in
I'm
that
kind of thinking,
case,
given our bad. Sorry.
I was thinking we could have half the party doing a perception and half the party foraging.
Then you will travel at normal speed with no bonus and no loss. You won't get a bonus to both of
we
them
all have
by
to do it.
trying to game it.
I think.
But good attempt.
Yeah, I was thinking
Part
that was
of
really smart.
foraging is perception, yeah. So I mean, we'd be looking out for food and items and ambushes.
Foraging is your survival checks.
I mean, I'm shit at survival and I'm okay at perception. So.
But it's going to be basically group.
Yeah, but we have no food right now, and
Correct.
I say that we just maybe get some extra food and hopefully get lucky and find some stores so we can maybe make some better time tomorrow.
I'm thinking food's a priority as well. Obviously, the drow. There is probably a decent chance that the drow will eventually get their act together and come looking for us. But again, we're not going to be much good if everybody gets exhausted because we're all starving.
I guess we do what whoever it did originally suggested, where we move at a normal pace but take minuses to perception to have a bonus to survival. 6 miles, and then that. If that sounds good to everyone.
Yeah, can we change it as we go? So once we get a stockpile of food.
Oh,
and
definitely,
go to
yeah,
normal?
yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess after the 6 miles or something like that is when we can change it, or if we get lucky really quickly, we can change it.
Basically, you're going to be traveling for many, many days. So both Jimjar and Pepito and everyone that knows roughly where to find their way through this place, they sort of let you know that it's going to be weeks of travel. So it's not going to be a daily what pace do you want to do, but sort of like for the time being, for the next few days or the next week or however long until something happens, what do you want to do?
Yeah, so I guess it's we'll travel, looking for food, and then once we get a good store of food, we'll take a more like just a normal pace and look out for ambush.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Alright, so if you could travel your eyes to the party sheet for a moment.
Party sheet, woo!
And if you could click on the order tab.
Marching order?
Yep. Set up a excuse me. Either travelling north from south for single file and travelling for two abreast.
We move icons, like duplicator icons.
No, just set the first one.
Single file.
Yep.
Yes, like this. Who has the best perception?
Well, Theron's the only one who has dark vision, so
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we want him to go first.
What's your AC, Milo?
Yeah,
My AC is
What?
19 or 18.
Okay. Maybe like this.
yeah, I should be able to see over Milo, and he can probably be a good first line of defense if we do get surprised. So I'm thinking, yeah,
Well, I guess me and
second,
Dagrin
Milo
can-
first.
Bring up the rear because we still got all the others
I
with us
figured.
as well.
Maybe the prince could bring up the rear, and me and you will be in the middle.
Okay, so the prince will go right at the back.
Yeah,
he sort of
just-
grumbles as
One
you
issue
suggest
with
this.
that is, sorry.
Well, you can be in the middle if
Doesn't
you
the
want.
prince? Doesn't the prince tend to lose control if he sees any sort of
Yeah.
enemy?
Yeah, maybe we should. He
I'm
should be in
just
the middle, and me
one-
and you will bring up the rear.
I think that's the safest bet.
You should be able to move them around as well.
No, I can't.
No, I
They're
can't.
neutral.
Oh, really? Hang on, let me try this in.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Still's definitely got to be in the middle because he's the most
Yeah.
important party member.
Yep,
He's got to be
definitely.
protected at all costs.
Right here. He's going to be sandwiched by these guys. Oh, wait, no. There we go. I don't want him anywhere near me. Oh, it's...
Oh,
I
we've got to
guess
move
we
them all up.
Yeah, there we go. There.
Just get rid of Shusha. He's
Yeah, just fucking here. Get him as far away from me. We don't want him near the prince because we don't want him pissing the prince off.
okay.
Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go.
I don't know. If he causes the prince to rage and tear Shusha apart, well, that's kind of solve a bit of an issue.
All right.
Stool
So
is
now
far
do
too
your
close to risk
two abreast.
that. I guess kind of the same thing, but like this. Oh,
Oh,
we're
still
doing-
travelling upwards.
yeah. Oops, I'm dumb. Like this.
No, Dan doesn't like that.
Dan doesn't like that.
I hate the squares not being square. My OCD man. My OCD.
Then stool can ride on my head.
Wait, if one of them's really small, can't they stand inside each other's square anyway?
Yeah,
There's
he's
only one
small-sized.
halfling.
Well, stool is small.
Is he?
And isn't Jim Jar really small as well?
I think Jim Jar is small too. Yeah, I think everyone.
And
I think
Bupito?
Bupito is small too.
Yeah. So you.
So we'll put Stool in with Bupito. Like that.
Okay. Sweet. That works.
So shall we edit our north one? Like, we'll just mash
That's
it
fine.
so we're compact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just push them up on each other. Okay, so we'll just leave that there. All right, so you guys are traveling you're traveling from Valve through to Blingdenstone.
Oh, I still have my hit die. You only get one hit die back at a long rest?
You get half
You
of
get
your hit
half.
dice.
Ooh, okay.
So before we set off on this adventure, you guys can level yourselves up to your level 3. Your next experience level should be 2700.
We're actually not too far off. Haven't gotten XP from escaping yet.
Yeah.
Oath of Vengeance.
Oh, and no, that's all XP right till now. That's 1650. You've got everything.
Oh, really? Oh, you gave us the XP for escaping already?
You've got all quest-related XP. The only thing you didn't get was 1 slimes, but I can't be bothered giving you a slimes XP. It's like 30.
Oh. Where? Why?
My daughter is a little shithouse. She's awake at fucking 9:15. Leash put a movie on for her in the lounge in here, and while I'm talking, she's yelling at me. She's 1. She's yelling at me saying, "Don't talk! Don't talk!" as I'm talking
Wow.
over her movie. Toad. Gotta get her put down. Like a super late abortion.
Take her to a vet's and be like, "Yeah, my dog's real sick. She looks like a child."
Yeah, take it to a vet, Leash. Take it to a vet and say it's just a dog that's lost all its hair. Gonna be put down. She's got hair on her head, not like a dog though. She's got sharp little teeth too, little bastard.
Fine health. Oh, I'm immune to disease. That's handy. Hey, hey, Din, how's your hand?
That's a very good point, actually. Din,
Yes.
I will whisper you some stuff you see on your arm.
Okay.
We chopping it off? Is that what we're doing?
You chopping it off?
No. I was acting like you had actually sent it to me, and that I was crying out in disgust, but it hasn't sent it to me yet.
Okay. So, your arm falls off and slaps you in the face.
Did we say we could move Vow of Enmities around like Hunter's Mark or whatever?
Did I?
I don't remember. Wormy's not here to ask.
I don't think so. I mean, she uses actual hunter's mark, so
I don't get that spell until later.
you only get it when you take your oath of whatever the fuck.
Well, I just took my oath, but I don't think I get it just yet. We're level like 5 in that game, I think. 6.
No. I like. Your arm has spread up to your shoulder. It should have always.
Oh my god, it's attached! I forgot a word.
I get Bane and Hunter's Mark actually.
There you go. Fixed.
Thank you. Oh, that's not cool at all.
Yes, it is. I think it's awesome.
I need to get my arm looked at.
So do you show anyone this arm?
Yeah, I guess I'll show the party.
Pepito
So
sees it
my-
and goes, I've seen this before.
What do I do?
He whispers in your ear.
He like hitting on you?
Cut it off.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
And then
Is this-
and then he looks around and his eyes stop on
Is this truth? Oh god!
Alright. What?
he's still whispering to you under his breath.
Yes, I was gonna. Oh.
And
Oh,
he sort of
no.
he looks to you and he smiles and says, "It's 100% the only way to
Can I roll
stop
an
it."
insight?
You can roll an insight. As far as you can tell, he appears to be completely sincere.
No.
Oh no. He's gonna have to kill Stool, isn't he? Over my dead body, asshole!
Hey, Pepito didn't say anything to you, Dagrin.
They're all being conspiratorial. I didn't hear anything.
Why do you keep doing this to me, Dad?
Doing what to you?
Making me kill people.
I'm not making you kill anyone. You could have chopped your arm off when you had the chance. Pepito looks to you and sees a look on your face and takes it as a yes. And he sort of gets out his little sword, cuts a line down his palm, and begins to draw symbols on the ground. And he starts muttering under his breath, and he says, yes, here will do nicely.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, what's going on here, Pepito? What are you doing?
Pepito goes, it is the only way. It is the only way.
He knows how to help me, guys.
And how is that? He's doing some crazy ass blood ritual. I don't know.
You might all want to look away and block your ears.
Why are we blocking our ears?
Because of the screaming.
I mean, if it's Stool you're planning on doing things to, he can scream into my brain, so that won't help. Also, I'll
just
kill you both.
close your head.
Close my head. Now, if it's Shushar, I personally don't care, but I'll probably have to stop you because I am a paladin.
So you better look away and block your ears.
And also
I
your
will-
head.
I whisper to you. I will try Shusha first.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone.
So just bear in mind, no one has any idea what Pepito has said to you right now. So you may want to fill some people in before you
Okay.
before you
I
whatever
was
you
the-
mean by start with Shusha.
I'll whisper to the party because I don't want any of the other ones to hear it. So Pepito's basically told me that I have to kill an innocent with my maimed hand to cure it. And he sounded 100% sincere.
Is that?
Question.
I don't.
Huh?
I was going to ask, how much of the Dero would Theron be allowed to know about? Or should I roll a knowledge check?
Roll me a history or a. Ah, it's just history. Excuse me, history is fine. You know as much as you know about the Darrow. Which I assume is a lot
I
because you've
will-
asked.
I will whisper and say, you might be careful before you take advice from the Adiro. They were once dwarves who were slaves to mind flayers and were driven insane under years and years of slavery of mind flayers. They like nothing more than basically to cause torment and chaos to those around them. I would take what he says with a grain of salt.
But look at my arm, it's like...
They don't know
whole
what your
arm
arm is
now.
like, remember?
Oh yeah. So it's spread up to my shoulder. My fingernails have begun to turn yellow and they're hardened. And my thumbnail has fallen off.
Oh, it's gross. Is
Very.
Pepito innocent? Maybe we should start with him.
All right.
I was-
As a paladin, this shit ends right here.
Wait, so we're killing the paladin?
All right, no one's killing anyone around this area right here. Let's calm down.
Durandal pikes up at the mention of killing, and he ponders over and says, "What needs killing?"
Oh, you're a little different now.
Durandal,
does,
the big dude.
He's a fucking
Prince.
elf, though.
He was the elf in the Quackoth body, and he was really nice and bubbly.
And
Except when he wasn't.
he has been going a bit angry, hasn't he? Every time he's had to
Yeah.
kill someone.
Oh, he's been losing it.
I
Yes,
will. Well, he's
Daniel?
like an elf prince guy, yeah.
Yes.
Like, I'll ask him, do you know anything about my friend's illness? And I'll just kind of point at his crusty fucking arm.
He looks over and he says, "Looks like foul magic. Perhaps the same sort of magic that has befallen me." And with that, he sort of softens for a moment and says, "I feel for you. Now, what's all this talk about killing?"
It's not important. It's we're not killing is what we're doing.
Well,
He
we
nods
might
and says,
have to.
"Well, that's good then." And then you say you might have to, and he looks up and goes, "Why? Who?
Well,
Can I do it?"
yes. Let's you, I, and Dagrin go on a patrol to make sure there's no one around.
Hey,
We're safe
hey,
where
hold.
we are.
Hey, no, Stool too. Stool's got to come. 'Cause
Still
Alright.
says into your head, I can't go on a patrol.
don't worry,
fine.
we're actually just leaving so someone can get murdered. No, that's not fucking happening.
So Durandal says, "A patrol. Yes, it's a fine idea." And he looks to
you know what I'm
Dagrin.
gonna do? I'm going to do this. I'm gonna burn 5 points of lay on hands, and just try to cure it to see if it slows down or stops. Or actually, I don't think I've done this at all before, so it might just fucking work, and that would be great.
So, Milo, what illusion would you like to cast?
I'm gonna make some rock shuffling sounds, like off in the distance.
Okay, and what is your hope for this sound?
Just make it sound like something's over there, so that I can get everyone to go with us.
Wait, why the fuck? How do you cast illusions?
He's a rogue. He's got the casty one, yeah?
Yeah.
Arcane
I thought he
trickster?
was a monk.
Oh, monk,
No,
sorry.
it's-
No, you're not a rogue. Sorry, I got mistook.
Yeah. Way of Shadow gets a minor illusion.
Oh, cool.
That's very cool. Okay,
did,
so everyone does hear it, and Durandal and a few others look around. Pepito stops painting in blood on the ground and looks up. Everyone's sort of like, "What? Quiet. What is that?"
I don't know. Dagrin, let's go check it out.
Oh my god. You guys are assholes. Did the lay on hands do anything?
The lay on hands, he has no wounds that are cured by it, and
No,
it doesn't appear to...
If you burn 5 points, it heals the illness or whatever.
It does heal things that can be cured by magic. That's right, it does. His arm is still fucked.
So I didn't like
No.
push it back or stop it.
Doesn't appear to have slowed it or anything.
Well. Okay. All right. Well, then upon hearing stuff, I get out the old sword and then spear and go take a gander.
Durandal ponders along with you and says, "I hope it's not anything too bad."
Me too.
I have a feeling it'll be just fine.
So who's walked off? Sorry.
Durandal, Dagrin, and Milo. Are you going as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Milo, leaving you, Jimja, Bapido, Shusha, and Stool.
I'm
And
gonna
Theron.
Touch
quickly,
stool.
I'm just gonna
Um,
nudge Pepito to hurry up and finish the circle.
And Bapido looks up to you and does a few more splashes with his blood and says, "It is time. It is time."
Alright. And then I'm gonna motion Stool to come and stand in the circle with me.
No way.
Oh, you are a bastard.
Still, you sort of motion at Stool, and he just cocks his mushroom head sideways and just looks at
Hang
you.
on. Can I cast darkness in the immediate vicinity?
Yeah, you can cast it. Yep.
I don't want to
I
play
do
this
so.
game anymore.
All right. So you cast
And
darkness,
I
and no one can see.
Except for me.
Do
I
you see if you cast it? I thought you still needed.
I have swapped one of my Eldritch Invocations. I now have Devil's Sight, 120-foot dark vision, including magical darkness.
Very nice. So you're the only one that can see in this darkness.
How wide is it? Like, are they further than
It's like-
30 feet away, or the?
It's quite a big area, isn't it? Isn't it like a 30-foot radius circle?
What's that?
Isn't
I
the
think
darkness?
it's 20 foot from memory.
Yeah, it's 30. 30 or 20.
Yeah.
Still,
So a huge circle. Yeah.
Hang on. It's a magical. It's a 15-foot radius sphere. I will cast it. Can I cast it on myself?
You can cast it where you're standing, and it'll stay there, but it won't move with you if you move around.
Hang on a second.
Oh,
it
actually, no.
says-
It might do.
That's-
It does
yeah,
originate
on an
from a
object
thing.
you're holding or one that isn't being worn or carried, darkness emanates and moves with it.
So you can cast it on a
Okay.
thing.
Okay. So I guess I can cast it on. I guess something that isn't being worn or carried, but I'm holding.
a pebble
I
or
guess
something.
Yeah. Just pick up a rock off the stone. Off the floor.
Okay, I will do that. And do that.
Okay.
Yep.
And it goes dark around you immediately. What do you do?
So is Bepito in the circle or near the circle?
Yeah, he's standing right beside it, alongside Din.
Okay, I am going to summon my Blade of the Pact weapon, which is a rapier,
Yep.
and I am going to summon it basically going right through Bepito.
Can you summon it in someone? Isn't it in your hand?
I think it's within a certain radius of me. Give me a sec.
Pact of the Blade.
Oh, sorry, in my empty hand.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll do it in my empty hand, which will conveniently be positioned in a.
So you want to summon your weapon
easily
and you want to
going-
attack Pepito. That's what you want to
and a
do.
surprise attack, and then basically I'm going to force him into the circle.
Okay. So roll initiative to start
wait a
with.
second. Hang on a second. This whole ritual thing won't work if I do that first. So will it? I've cancelled that. I am just going to simply push Bepito basically straight towards Din.
Okay. Alright, so you give Pepito a shove, which he is completely unprepared for in the darkness, and he falls into Din full bodily, and Din, you're knocked back a few steps by a thing coming out of the darkness. And
Was the
Pepito,
circle quite large?
the circle's about 5 foot wide. It's about a square.
So I'm still in the circle. I think?
You're next to the circle right now. Pepito's just come at you from the side, or like been knocked to you at the side.
I'm going to, because it's dark and I can't see, I'm just going to assume that Stool has stepped into the circle. And I'm going to punch Pepito with my fucked up hand.
This is gonna be some like
Roll a d20.
look at the thing I just took this level.
So your blackened hand connects with something solidly in the darkness. Roll a d6. And you hear a cry of pain as it connects with Pepito's head. And is darkness still up? You gonna leave it going for now, Theron?
I think it's concentration up to 10 minutes.
Alrighty, so this point, we go to Pepito. Pepito's going to have his turn after you've shoved him and he's been punched. Oh no, it's Din. So Din, it's your turn now at the start of the initiative order. So
Oh,
you've
so
you've
I-
punched him once.
And I heard him cry out,
Yep.
realizing that still can't cry out. Oh, sorry, whoever that was. Still, can you come here?
So you call out once again
Well-
for Stool and
Follow my voice.
nothing much happens.
Just show up and Stool's gonna be dead, and I'm just gonna kill everyone.
So, reeling from your attack, reeling from your attack and hearing you call out for Stool in the darkness, Pepito just slashes out at you with his blade, but doesn't seem to target you. So let me check that out. But misses as he's. Oh, it should be disadvantage anyway. Misses in the darkness, completely flies past your head. And we go to Theron's turn. Theron, what do you do?
Right. So Din is still pretty convinced that he wants to sacrifice Stool.
Does appear to.
No. Stool. I'm not letting him have Stool. Just not happening.
Okay.
I am going to materialize my Shadow Rapier, and I am going to gank Pepito for tricking my friend into doing such a horrible deed.
Okay. So roll an attack on him, and you'll be at advantage because he's blinded by the darkness.
Oh, and FYI, I shouldn't have the Armor of Shadows anymore.
That's alright.
And he is down.
And he goes down with a gurgle and a.
I guess I might as well dissipate the darkness at this point.
So do we hear any of this?
You guys would have heard some yelling, some shouting, a huge thwack as Din hit him in the head, and then a slash of steel on bone as Theron cut him down.
Alright, I think we should hut back to camp.
Darrendor nods as well, and yep. Perhaps they went around us. And he goes into a gate and starts running.
I'm
So,
gonna say and follow.
Alright.
I guess when everyone sort of like sees what's happened, I
Well,
sort of look
no one
around.
can at the moment. Theron's still got a bubble of blackness,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you guys run to the party and are immediately
I said
blinded. Oh, you put it down?
Oh, at the end of
Yeah, I thought you
at
put
the
it
end
down.
of my
Oh, sorry, I
turn,
must have
as
missed that.
Pepito fell.
Okay. So, yep, Dagrin, Milo, and Darrendor come back, and you two see the scene of Pepito lying in a rapidly growing pool of blood just off to the side of the circle. Din and Theron standing over his body. Din's hand is dripping with blood. Theron's blade is dripping with blood.
What the hell are you guys doing?
I think
Pepito was trying to trick Din into harming Stool.
Why would you harm Stool? Why would you even believe him?
I want my
Really
arm
like
back.
to kill teammates, he says.
I told you, Darrow cannot be trusted. They are foul creatures.
I'm getting desperate.
And I really like killing teammates. How many is that now?
I didn't kill that one.
You didn't kill that one? Let's ask, shall we? Alright, so so what do you guys say? Stool appears to be not here.
Oh no. Can I mental stuff towards him?
Yep, you think and you cry out to Stool, and you're met with nothing. No thought comes back into your head.
I'm gonna punch Din as hard as I can right in the face.
I told
I
you,
can't
should
see
just let me
still
do
even
it.
with my supervision.
No. Stool has, it looks like, taken off running after gathering what was going to happen to him.
What I mean, he didn't come in our direction. Is there more than one direction?
So you guys went in one direction, he might have gone in another. The roads do fork off every now and then. Like this map that we're on isn't, like the Vulcan Valve map isn't the path you're on.
I'm just gonna put this out there, guys. So regardless of if I killed Stool and saved my arm, same result. Same result. Stool's gone.
Okay,
You're a bastard.
Yeah.
We've come this far. Why don't we finish the sacrifice? Since Pupito's in the circle anyway.
Well,
Wow.
it depends. Is Pepito an innocent?
I guess.
He just tried to get you involved in a demonic ritual.
Suppose there's
Probably
no harm.
not.
I'd try punching Pepito's corpse.
And you punch him a couple of times, and he definitely, if he wasn't dead before, he is dead now. And the blood grows all over the circle that he drew, and eventually there's no circle there anymore. He's just in a large pool of his own blood. But your arm still seems to be, darkened with this rot. It doesn't appear to heal. No matter how much you punch him.
Shall
Yes,
we
he was a
continue?
liar.
But he wasn't an
I don't
innocent.
Shushar's quivering in the corner, just looking with fear at this group of people that mercilessly killed a man.
I just look at Dagran. How could you let this happen?
What the fuck? You deserve whatever happens to you. You're not getting any more help from me for your stupid arm, that's for sure.
Jim Jar looks over and just says, "Why don't you just chop it off? If it means that much to you, you're willing to kill. Why don't you pay something?"
Because he's greedy.
And then
I
he walks over to Pepito's corpse and starts rifling through the pockets, looking for anything.
Anything interesting?
He looks up and says, "What, you gonna kill me for it too?"
No. We could half the loot.
He smiles and says, "In that case, I found nothing."
What an asshole.
Can I roll an insight on that?
You can. You can't tell if he's lying or not. He probably didn't find anything.
Okay.
Probably.
Well, sorry guys. I'm actually quite ashamed of my actions
I
right
don't
now.
have to roll insight on that to know that's fucking full of shit.
I don't suppose there's any way we can track any footprints of where poor Stoolie might have gone.
You could try. You could roll a survival.
I will definitely try. I'll assist him.
I'll try as well.
Yep. So one person
No,
roll
you
survival
fucking
with
won't.
advantage.
Paladin, you're probably wiser than me, aren't you? I might assist you if that's all good.
I only
And
have
you've got
plus
the biggest
one.
bond to Stoolie. I've
I only
got
have
0.
+1. So, oh, okay, well.
You'll get a. What is it? A +5 if I. Oh no, it's advantage.
Yeah,
if
it's just
if I
advantage,
help.
yep.
Hey!
So you can see a faint line of spores traveling, thankfully, the way you were all traveling to begin with, through the Underdark. And
I'll head after it, and I'll point at Din. It's like, if you Get within 5 feet of stool, I will kill you.
Hey, I'm just gonna point out the circle has vanished. No more circle, no more ritual. It's still all of our buddy. Ours buddy.
So you take off up the path. Everyone else keeps follows you varying speeds, and you get about 200 feet, 300 feet up the path, and you start to hear in your head a soft whimpering. I'm not going to do it. I can't soft whimper. yeah, something like that.
All right. Well, I'll make my way towards it.
And do you think anything, or are you just silently hunting your prey?
I'll just be like, no, just silently stalking him. No, it'd be like I'll tell him, that it's okay. We stopped him. I won't let them hurt you.
And he just says, he responds to you as you say that, and he says, "How can I be sure? You're as murderous as the rest of them."
No, I am not.
Roll persuasion. roll deception.
Oh shit.
So he.
That was perception.
Oh yeah,
shit.
just roll deception.
There we go.
Oh, that's a much better roll. So he sort of calms down a little bit as you're speaking into his head, and he's just like, "What's to stop them doing it again?"
I will stop them.
He says, "How can you stop them?"
I will.
With my with my strength.
With my axe, ha!
Well,
so
I don't
he
have my
eventually
axe anymore, so.
comes out of the darkness towards you, and cowers behind you as he sees the rest. And he points at Theron and says, "He's the one that made it dark."
He was helping you, and I just give him a little pat on the head, trying to stop them from hurting you too.
He looks at Theron and sort of cocks his head sideways and then nods at him. So anything he says, he doesn't ever speak out loud. He's only speaking into Dagran's head at the moment. But he outstretches his arm towards Theron and just holds his mushroom arm out towards you and waits.
Theron gently grasps the hand.
And he steps closer and with his other arm reaches up to your head and sort of pats you on the back of the head, and a small spore sort of fixes itself to the back of your brain, and you hear his voice come in, and you hear, "Thank you for saving me."
Don't worry. I'm sorry it had to be through such nasty means.
He doesn't respond. So
We'll keep you safe. I
by this
promise.
point, Din and the rest of the party, Milo, you rock up, and he looks at you, and he sort of looks at you quizzically,
Give
not
him a
really
thumbs
sure.
up.
Yeah, and he just sort of gives you a mushroom up in response, and then he looks at Din, and he instantly furrows his mushroom brows, and turns away and hides behind Dagran.
Can't believe you tried to kill Stool.
Oh, that was like me personally laughing, not Din. Din's a bit ashamed of himself. How could he get tricked by the GM over and over?
He said it was a trick. Maybe it would have worked.
I think it would have worked.
No one else gave you that chance.
No.
People want you to die.
Don't worry, if you try it
I do.
again, I'll cure your disease. Don't worry. You'll never have to worry about your arm again.
I mean, come on. You could have picked Shusha. I probably would have let Shusha slide.
And
I
as you
probably-
say that, Shusha goes, "You bastards! I don't feel safe with this party." And he looks to Jimjar and says, What will it cost for you to get me to Sloobaludop?" And Jimjar goes, 500. And Shusha nods. Yes, of course, of course. I'll pay it, of course.
Can I? Sorry.
Yep.
We need him for the boat, don't we? Can I awaken mind into his head? I think you might want to think twice about such a plan.
Into Shusha's head.
Yes.
He sort of,
Invading.
he sort of looks shocked at the invasion into his mind and thinks back. How dare you into my head?
I think you will be of give me a sec.
So Dan missed the
Yeah, so I'm
intimidation
essentially
roll.
trying to intimidate, and I'm basically
Oh, did you roll an intimidation? Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
You didn't say it either, so I wasn't looking at the board.
Oh, yes, yeah. Sorry, I should have said yeah, but yeah, I'm basically trying to intimidate him and imply that for his own safety, he might want to stay with the group.
He sort of thinks back and he says, I'll stay with the group as long as the group is headed to my home. This man will get me there. It's all I care about.
Very well, we are agreed.
Okay. Alright, do you stop minding him now?
Yes.
Alright, and he turns to Jim Jar and says, it is agreed. 500 gold pieces once we arrive at Slough Blue Dop. And Jim Jar looks to the rest and goes, alright guys, looks like Blingdonston's gotta wait.
Okie dokie.
Everyone's happy with that?
I mean, we don't really have a choice.
Yeah, I'm not happy with it.
Yeah.
I mean, you kinda do.
Well, I mean, Milo, you do. He does owe you a favor.
He does.
I don't know if that favor is worth 500 gold, though.
I don't know.
He
I'm
won't
gonna
actually
hold on
have
to the
500
favor.
gold on his hand, though, will he? I mean, he's just escaped from a drow camp.
No, he's gonna pay him when he gets to Slough Blue Dop. So at least that's what he said.
Can I roll an insight on his I'm gonna pay you statement?
Sure.
Well, he's not.
Or is it
He's
too
not
late?
paying us, so I mean, knowing Shushar, he's probably gonna get there, and then he's like some noble, and he's gonna have us all like imprisoned, and we're gonna be slaves of fucking again.
So as best as you can tell, he seems to be telling the truth about paying him when he arrives.
Okay. I'm just gonna casually walk up beside Dagrin.
Yep.
I will
And then I'm
put
just gonna-
me between you and Stool.
I'm just gonna brush my infected, rotting hand on his hand.
And what do you hope to achieve by doing such a thing? Oh my god,
I just
Dagrin
wanna-
dies.
So I just sort of spook about. Like,
I'm immune to diseases.
that's fine. I'm not trying to get you infected. I'm just trying to say, it's fucking gross, isn't it?
I offered to cut off your arm. Should have took my offer when you had the choice.
Mayhaps I should have.
Darendil leans over and says, it's not too late.
How far does it go up his shoulder?
It's just up to his shoulder at this point, so you just need to take off
So he could
at the shoulder. Yeah.
So I'll kind of
Get a new
realize
one.
that. Oh,
Can't afford to lose my hand.
You can.
How can I
It's
wield
not going to
that
cost you an
hand
arm and a leg, is it?
just an arm.
Just enough.
Cost
Well,
you
I
half
mean,
an arm
you
and a
know,
leg.
There. It's gonna be way easier to grow you a new arm than it is, gonna be if this thing takes over you. And
Is growing a new arm a possibility?
yeah, clerics and stuff can restore body parts.
Don't mean to rain in your parade, but the body part does need to be there.
No, they have what's it called? Regeneration grows body part. I don't know. Maybe it's different. There's a spell called
I
Regeneration that like you can regrow your shit.
I think that's trolls can do that.
Well, I'll look it up. Maybe they change things. You know. How
I
it
mean,
is.
it's not it's not the handicap it used to be in the olden days.
I mean, I figure that it'd probably be more likely that we're gonna find someone that can regrow your arm than it is
Yep.
gonna be we'll find someone that can heal this if it isn't healable.
Regenerate can do it. However, it is a 7th level spell,
Oh damn!
so it's getting up there.
Yeah, that's like level what, 15? 13, 14, 15? Something high teens. So Derendil is still leaning over and he says, I can make it quick. Just say the word.
Ah,
All right.
And Dagran says alright and Derendil reaches.
Alright.
What are you going to do, Din?
oh no, I'm making a decision.
I am gonna grab Din
Alright.
and hold his arm.
So you attempt to grab Din's arm.
What the fuck are you doing?
Then you can choose to not let him do this if you'd like,
Yeah. I don't want
without
you to
needing
do
a
it.
roll. You don't want to?
Yeah. No, I've come this far. Continue on with it.
All right. So you pull out of him and Dagran, you let go as he makes it clear that he wants to try, and Derendil shakes his head in disappointment and
By this
says,
stage, tears are streaming down my face.
"It'll be too late once it reaches your heart. Of that I'm sure." And he lumbers off, leaving you with the rest of the party. Dagran looking disappointed that he didn't get to exact his vengeance for trying to kill.
I'd prefer
I
to
could
be
heal
dead
you right
then.
away. It'll only hurt for a couple of seconds.
I prefer to be dead than lose an arm.
Pussy.
We can arrange that too.
You're a terrible paladin.
I like that. I prefer to be dead, but you don't mind killing other people.
They'd prefer to be dead and me to keep my arm as well.
All right. Well, anyway.
Milo, do you want to try and knock him out and cut his arm off?
No.
No, that's fine. That was a joke. All right.
Hagrid's probably getting sick of talking people out of killing themselves, so you and Shushar can get in a boat and light it on fire and drift off and have a Viking funeral together for all I fucking care.
Okay, so you guys continue on. You travel for how many days?
A couple.
You travel for 3 days, and on the third day of travel, you reach. Oh, a table. Let me just spit this out.
Ooh, a table. This is not gonna be good.
You reach a survival roll. So roll me a survival.
A big D20 sitting in our path.
Oh my god, roll the dice and see what it has in oh, it's death!
Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Yeah, that's good. Milo, you find enough for the 3 days travel you guys have done. So you find enough over the 3 days. And you find enough for 3 more days for you and one other. Then you find enough for the 3 days and 2 more days for yourself. Theron, you barely find enough for the 3 days, and you, unless someone is willing to give up a days of rations, you will gain exhaustion on the 3rd day. And Dagran, you're the same. So we need to get 2 days of rations from someone.
I'll give them both 2 days of rations.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give up my extra days
Cheers.
rations as well. I got 2 days rations.
Okay. So we have. If you guys want to just set an item in your inventory as well, and just Annabelle, sit down. Sit down. if you just want to keep track of what days you have, and I'll just tell you to minus them. So, Dagrin and Theron, you guys get enough to not gain exhaustion, but you currently have 0 days worth of rations. Milo, you will have 1 days, and
Didn't Milo
Din,
have 3 days, and I had 2 days.
you had enough for 2 days extra. So you got 5, used 3, basically, and Milo got 6 and used 3, and then gave 2 away. So he has 1, and you have 2 stocked.
Okay. Well, I'll check my rations in the party inventory anyway.
What rations?
I now have 2.
Oh,
I've
right.
just called it rations.
Okay, that's cool. So that's cool. You guys travel for another 3 days.
Something crits on us and does a bunch of damage.
Boom, critical hits. Critter fucking killer hits. Okay. Oh jeez. These stupid roll-on tables. So roll your survivals as well. Just for these.
Come on!
Oh, come on!
Oh, come
Being
on!
too paranoid and, and watching after stool to like feed myself.
Why are you so paranoid?
I don't know.
I'm gonna be helping guarding on the stool watch as well. I think the two of us between us will, make
Guys.
sure he's always under guard.
There is no ritual circle anymore. It's done. Can't happen. Never had anything against Stool. Just wanted my arm back. No ritual circle. No me wanting to hurt Stool. Didn't want to hurt him either. It was going to be quick and painless.
So you guys come across a cavern that widens out. Quite a large cavern. Sort of like 100-foot wide easily, and further than that you could see into the darkness. And
Oh. Milo,
Oh?
you have inspiration.
you have inspiration? What do you want to do?
Milo got inspiration at the start of the campaign, and I don't see a star.
It goes away.
We
on
lose
a
that
short
during a
or
long rest, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so you guys come across this cavern, and Jim Jar stops you and looks around for a moment and says, "It appears a new gorge has been wrought in the rock," and gets a bit of a lurgy in his throat, which he clears, and he points to the ground, and you can see what looks like fresh cracks in the ground that sort of lead outwards, and then there's a sheer drop about 20 feet in front of you. And he says, "Mind your step." And then he gingerly steps over to the edge and looks down and looks back and says, "It's around. Oh, I can't see to the bottom." He looks back and says, "What do you want to do?"
And it's directly across our path.
Yep, so from wall to wall where you are, and a giant, massively way into the distance. Anything that you can see, as far as you can see.
How wide is it?
This area is about 100 foot wide.
Well, I mean, like, to get across the gap.
You can't see the other side.
Oh, well.
Can I see the other side?
What's your dark vision distance?
125. 120 perfect vision.
Is there anything beyond that, like dim vision, or do you just see perfect 120?
I see basically perfect to 120 and then nothing after.
Okay, so no, you can't see to the other side either. And Jim Jar looks down again and he says, "Has anyone got a torch?"
Nope.
No.
Dagrin does apparently.
No, I don't.
Says you do in the party inventory.
I think you threw that in the web, didn't he?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I did
gone.
too.
It's not on my sheet anymore. Why is
It just
in
needs to be updated. The party doesn't automatically update. I'll hit that
the...
now.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
Boom.
Oh wow,
It's
a lot of
gone.
things.
There you go. Sorry about that.
I threw away our only torch. Shit.
He shrugs and says, anyone got any way to make a flame?
I'm assuming I still... Well,
No one has a tinderbox or anything? Nope. Probably
I have
not.
a sword that does fire magic damage.
light some cloth on fire or something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Cut some cloth and burn it with your sword.
Okay, I do it.
Okay, so you
Well,
bundle
we
up
have like 400 feet of rope, so you can just cut a length of rope.
You want to have something that's going to burn enough to get to the bottom.
Wouldn't rope be better than cloth?
I've got a rope.
I was more meaning like I wouldn't use anything light.
Light din on fire and throw them down.
Yeah, didn't hold the
Didn't-
sword out and jump.
Yeah. Fall on your sword, Din, and anger yourself so when you hit the ground, you roll over into the... Okay, I'll light some rope. A decent
does-
portion so it's heavy and...
How does
Let it
din
burn
have
for a bit.
1,000?
Otherwise,
I don't
the
know.
other thing we could do.
I've just had it the whole
Somebody
time.
Sorry, Theron, what were you saying?
I was saying the other thing is, if somebody wants to, you know, if we could tie a rope and I could go down and scout out, so I've probably got the best vision out of anyone, and I could then report what I see.
Jim Jar says, sure. As long as I don't have to climb down there blind.
Guess I could
120
tie.
feet probably is a lot better than a torch site anyway.
I can hold the rope for you if you want.
I can tie the
I'll
rope
ask
around
somebody
myself.
else to tie the rope.
Oh, Din's not even trusted to hold a rope anymore.
Alright, I got this. I wouldn't want to put you off, Din. I know your arm's hurting you, son of a bitch.
Oh, thanks, you're so kind. Fuck
Just
with.
kind of like kind of put. Is there like a rock or something that I could like put my feet against to like brace it or something, and just tie the rope around my waist and or something?
I'm sure there'll be boulders or something you can...
You just
Yeah.
jam a short sword into the ground and then tie the rope around the hilt.
All that.
Something safe is what I'll do.
Something safe. You do something safe. And something safe happens.
Something very safety and conscious happens. Yes.
Yes. Yes, you understand. So, Theron, you begin to lower yourself down on this rope. How much rope do you have?
It's like 400 feet. It looks like.
Okay. So you manage to go down. Roll me a acrobatics or athletics check. Awesome. So you manage to make your way down, and after around 20-25 minutes of climbing, actually no, probably wouldn't take that long. 10-15 minutes of climbing, you get to the end of the rope, and you can see just to the edge of your vision some rocks and some ground below. So it looks to be about a 500-foot climb. But on your way down, you do see that there are crevices, pits, and natural ledges that have formed that, while difficult, wouldn't be impossible to climb down for the whole group.
Climb back up and be a bitch. Did we have some steel spikes that we can use to like help climb?
Yes, I got these spikes out of the chest.
Yeah, we got some
So
hammers
we do have
too.
those,
Sweet.
and we do have hammer.
Use those as pythons, whatever the fuck they're called.
I call them batons.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure it's like a soft eye, like not a pie. That's right. I don't
Or a
care.
pea.
Different world, different words.
I don't know how it's pronounced. I like
We'll
the
call them
official
Peritons.
American. Peritons. Pritons.
Protons.
Oh well. So I guess I climb back up still, well, or at least until within earshot, tell them basically what the situation is.
Yep.
And we work out, I guess, a plan to Yeah, use the rope and the pitons and try and make a route for us to get down.
You mean the pythones?
Because there's no other way for us to go except down, is there?
You
If
could
we
go
wanted to
back
go in this direction.
Or around?
or around.
Well, it stretches off like real far and stuff.
Yep, as far as you can see easily.
But as far as we can see down, and as far as we can see sideways. I don't know, I don't think it matters.
Let's go down.
Yeah, I think let's go down.
Why not? It's an adventure.
Yeah, people die on adventures and stuff.
Oh no! Somehow, somehow Din slipped off his rope and with my foot in his face.
caught spool on the way down.
I guess I'll help, hold the rope until everyone's down and try and do my best to follow them.
All right, everyone, give me an acrobatics or an athletics check.
I'm gonna pop my my mutagen as well, Dan,
Okay.
which gives me +3 to dexterity,
Okay.
and also increases my dexterity maximum by 3.
And what's your drawback?
I lose 2 wisdom.
Okay.
I've set up ability things for them. I just need to put the things in.
What do you mean the things?
Like the command things and
Oh, the effect.
yeah.
Just change it manually for now.
Yeah. Can I change my? Oh, I can I?
Alright, so you do your check. And everyone manages to make it down okay. The party starts coming down. Shusha struggles a little bit. He will...
You'd like the tie them like to the bottom of the rope thing or whatever, so they don't fall forever. I guess.
Oh, he doesn't fall. he just struggles and makes a big racket and knocks some stones loose and makes a big pile of noise on the way down. And about 10 feet from the bottom, he has a little slip and landing on the ground, and I think I re-broke my arm. And he looks at his broken arm, and it's still broken, so I mean, I guess he's telling the truth. So when you guys all get the party to the bottom, who came down first? Theron, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, Theron, make me a perception. Okay, you see nothing. So, as Shusha does his final fall to the ground, you all hear a sudden voice shooting out from the darkness behind you, and it sounds like a dwarven voice, and you hear... Oh, hang on, let me just find it. Oh, what did I do with it? Oh no. I lost it. Too many windows. Sorry, guys.
F minus.
Three rather dusty and grimy dwarfs step out of the darkness into, I don't know, dim light near you, light from the fungi along the walls, and they call out and they say, "So, what brings you to the bottom of this fine pit?"
Are these dwarves or Duergar?
Dwarves. And they look badly dressed. Like dressed in tattered clothes, and it doesn't look like they've got any weapons, or at least they're not brandishing them if they do.
Say we're on our way to Lingdenstone, hopefully.
And they respond and say, "Oh yeah, and what is your business there?"
Trying to make our way back up to the surface.
As you mentioned the surface, they brighten up a bit and they go, "Really? Really?"
Yes.
Say, "Oh, that is fantastic news. Ah, please, we have some water we can offer if you'll take us with you." And
How do you feel about myconoids?
they look and they say, "I don't have a problem with." And then they see Stool and they're like, doesn't look too dangerous."
I guess looked to everyone else and I guess roll an insight just to make sure.
Okay, roll an insight.
Roll a detect assholes out there.
Roll it again in the tower.
Okay.
Ping, ping, pings, because Din's in the area.
You actually show up on like the detect fiend thing, or are you just being?
They seem to be hiding something.
The detect arsehole thing.
And
They don't seem particularly like they're menacing, but they seem like you maybe aren't getting the full idea.
Right. I don't detect anything with the divine senses.
What does divine sense
Celestial
do?
fiend.
No.
Celestial fiend undead. All right. I'll just kind of look at him and it's like, well, are you running from someone maybe, or what are you?
They look at each other and one of them has like a barely perceptible shake of the head and they say, "No, we're just lost. We need help getting to the surface."
Do you have anything to offer besides some water?
They shake their head and say, "I'm afraid it's all we have, but spend enough time down here and you'll appreciate just how much that's worth."
How did you find yourself so far down the Underdark?
They look amongst each other again, and one that's talking turns back and says, "It's a long story for another time. Perhaps we'll share it when we're safely at the surface. I think that's best."
Well, I know, you might not have much to give, but I know you have the truth. So why don't you share that with us?
One of the other one pipes up and says, "Give us some proof you're not one of them slaver types."
Oh. We ran away from those slaver types.
And they sort of call back and they're like, "Bullshit! I've never seen so many weapons on anyone that is running away from slavers." And she points at your fine chainmail and swords.
It's because we killed a lot of them and then took their equipment.
Roll a persuasion.
Fucking truth. The paladin assholes.
And or a perception. That works too.
Oh, god damn it.
Get your eyes on, man. So they're like, "I'm not entirely convinced by this."
I'll say, I swear by my god Thorum that I am not a slaver.
She looks over your shoulder, spots Prince Derendil and says, "Then why do you have one of their pack dogs with you?"
This is an elf. He just
Roll a deception.
That's not a deception.
It's not an elf.
No, I said it's an elf trapped in one of those.
Okay. Roll a persuasion again then. Or someone else roll one, please. Someone say something.
I'll say,
Fucking true.
Prince Derendil, would you like to introduce yourself?
He steps forward, steps right up to the dwarfs who begin to cower back, and says, "Hello.
Oh my god, I've caught it too.
How are you?"
Oh god.
And they sort of look at him, and one of them says, You're not actually one of them." And he shakes his head and goes, "No, I am the result of some foul magic." And they seem pretty convinced because they've never actually had a conversation with a Quaggoth before. And they look to the group and they say, "Well, it doesn't change anything. We've only got water to give. Will you please take us?"
We wanted water and the truth.
Yeah, the truth. The truth.
They
will
sort
set you
of
free.
look down and say, "We're escaped slaves. We've escaped from Minzo Baranzan, and we just need to make sure we don't go back there. That's why we're so cautious that you looked like slavers when we got close."
All right.
Sounds like you're in good company.
Welcome to come with us.
Well, hey, hold on now.
Our
Ah, shit. Well,
And you are absolutely convinced that they're full of shit.
am I?
Yep.
I rolled a 2, not a 1.
Yeah, you rolled a
It
2.
can make you see the wrong thing. Happens to me every single session. Dan will be a cunt.
I would not. Guys, these mushrooms are deadly poisonous. Don't touch them.
Oh my god.
So you don't trust them at all. You are pretty damn sure that they are lying to you, to your face.
Lying like that they're escaped slaves, or
Whatever it is, whatever words they're saying, you're pretty sure it's not true.
all right. Oh. Kind of.
Don't metagame.
No, I'm not. But I'm because I still am a paladin, and they're asking for help. So
Yep.
still got to give help. But I was gonna I just won't give them weapons or whatever.
Okay.
My eye on them.
Theron offers some of the weapons and armor he has in his inventory. He says, "I've got some studded leather or a couple of chain shirts. And is any of you guys good with a weapon?"
Dagran's like, "Don't give them any weapons," and Darren's like, "Want all of our stuff?" Okay, so they sort of look to you and they're like, "We're not much fighters. We didn't fight our way out by the looks that you guys did. We just took our opportunity when there was a lapse in the guard. I don't imagine we'd be much help in a fight at all."
The suspiciouser and suspiciouser.
I walk up to Dagran and I say, "Well, you've got 2 eyes, and there's 2 dwarves and
3.
3 dwarves."
Yes. 2 have talked,
Oh.
but there was 3. I'm
Oh.
like 100% sure I said 3.
Okay, so you got 2 eyes, and there's 3 dwarves and 1 stool. How are you gonna keep track of all of them?
Is that a threat?
Yeah. Right. Because I can keep track of all of them by killing you. Ah! I will just sneer at you.
Or you could trust that I'm not going to do anything dodge.
Roll an insight.
Well, I know that's a lie, but I mean, I guess pertaining to Stool, maybe he might be telling the truth. I don't know. Whatever.
Sorry, I'm just staring. Let's continue.
So you guys happy to take them to your group? You don't have to. Like, just to make it clear with this campaign, not everyone I give to you, you have to take with you. Not everyone
Well, I mean,
you meet, you have to interact with.
Theron's happy too.
yeah, it's I'm a paladin, so I kind of have to offer him help. I mean, it's
Theron's
you know,
actually quite nice when people aren't assholes.
yeah. I mean, I have to help the weak, protect the innocent, that kind of stuff. It's in my vows. So if I don't, I lose powers or whatever.
Water
So.
would be nice too.
Yeah, water. It's good to drink. So yep. I welcome aboard. Just gotta climb up this other gigantic wall. So unless you guys know a different way out of this ravine.
They say, we only know the way that we came down.
Wait, did they come from where we're going?
No. Yes, they came from the other direction. They came from Minza Branson, which is beyond Blingdenstone.
That's where Drizzle's from.
Mm.
Well, we do kind of need to go back there. So
Wait, what?
they came from where we're going.
Well, they came from beyond where you're going, yeah.
So we could get them to lead us back towards where they came from, and perhaps find an easier way up.
They don't know where the surface is, so they will go where you tell them. They wouldn't be in the least bit surprised to find out they've been traveling deeper into the Underdark. So if you were to say, we need to go back the way you came, but not to Menzo Brandon, they'll probably take your word on it.
Okay.
All right, yeah. It'd be safer if we can find a different way up that way. So
Yeah. So they lead you to a bit of a cliff face that into this cliff face is a winding path that has been not going to say man-made, but person-made, made by peoples rather than by falling rocks. And they lead you up it and tell you this is the way they came from. And at that point, it's 10:25, so I think we will finish there because Theron needed an early finish, and half an hour early, but not the hour he was asking for, I think is a good middle point.
No, I'm not. Nah, don't worry.
You sure?
I'll keep pressing on.
You sure?
I'm gonna be working these shifts for like months, so I'm not gonna make the game go short for everyone.
Okay, I'm pretty tired too, so
another
I'm
half
happy
hour's
to
not gonna
end
make
it.
a
yeah, I mean
difference.
it's all right. I mean it's a half hour and it's a good point to start or
Yeah.
stop rather.
It is a good point to stop. It's going to be like things that take longer than a half an hour that'll start soon. So it's just going to end it there. Early for you, early for me, not mid thing.
I'll just toss the idea out there, but would like from now on, I don't suppose would starting half an hour earlier be an option for everyone?
I could do half hour, I couldn't do hour.
I probably couldn't. I mean, I usually have the thing open by 6:30 and then let people come in as they do, but I'm usually still potting around with the kids who only go to bed like 6:30, 7 o'clock, which is
Nah, that's cool.
my
Yeah,
starting
I'm
time,
happy
yeah.
enough. We can still definitely make this work as is.
Sweet.
Yeah, I mean I don't know about the rest of you, but if like a half an hour or an hour is gonna like make your life better, then I don't mind.
Same.
Sweet. Oh, we can play it by ear. I mean, if I have it open and I'm ready to go, then we can just start when we start.
Yeah, okay.
All good. Oh, I hope you guys had a good introductory session. Didn't quite get to give everyone a bit of spotlight tonight, so I'll have some more things for everyone coming
Like
up.
how about
Yeah.
hopefully nothing involving killing Stool.
Mm,
Stool, bitch.
Well, can't guarantee
Don't
that.
do that to me.
I make no promises.
You steal my horse. You try to kill Stool. This is bullshit. Did he tell you about that, guys? That we bought horses in the game that's tomorrow, and he
I
took
actually
them away
watched-
from us the exact same session we fucking bought them.
I'm sure it was a session later, wasn't it?
No, it was
Yeah,
the same one.
I've been following your campaign because it was funny as fuck.
The day we fucking bought them.
I just love that it wasn't even my fault that they left. That's the best part of the whole thing.
I mean, ultimately, it is your 100% your
Oh, yeah.
fault.
Well, yeah.
We were giving them names.
Clip clop, chocolate.
But
Oh, shit.
Buttercup.
Yeah. Terribly sorry for what has
The-
transpired.
No, it's fine. And the
I'm not
game,
sorry.
the game almost derailed into like us trying to get the horses back.
Yeah. Ooh, guys, the cult of the Dragon Queen is on the move, but some fuckers stole our horse, so we are busy.
Fine. I'll join up if Tiamat gets my fucking horse back.
Oh,
Shits
God.
were expensive.
Yep. You find them ransacking another town, and they've got a stable, so you just get amongst it and steal some more horses.
Yeah. Hey, this cult shit works pretty well, actually.
Shit.
Good times.
Yeah, very good time. Oh yeah, hope everyone had a good session, and we'll be here next week. That's always good when people keep showing up. Alrighty. I'll leave
well.
the server open, and you guys can fiddle with things if you like.
I wanted to yarn with you as well, Dan.
Yeah, I got a couple of minutes. I'll jump a channel with you if you like.
Cool.
Sweet.
Alright, goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye, people who matter less.
Catch us later.
User disconnected from your channel. User
What's the
disconnected
channel we
from
can
your
talk in?
channel. Channel switch.
This one.
Channel
Or
switch.
do you just want to stand here and tell Paragon to fuck off?
All right, bye.
Yeah, pal, fuck off.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, my paladin friend.
Monster. I'm gonna yarn about killing
Monster.
Stool.